The Wareham Gatemen looking for their first 2019 victory in the month of July. They play host to the Bourne Braves for the first time this season at Spillane Field, a divisional battle in a game where the Gatemen are trying to get back in first place in the Western Division. We have all your coverage right here on GBN alongside Gabe Genovesi. I'm Jonah Karp as we welcome you inside the broadcast booth, a brand new angle. So, hi. It's a nice angle. It looks a lot bigger. It looks more spacious now.
Yes.
Let's talk about yesterday's game. Yesterday, a 3-1 loss, second straight loss for the Gatemen.
Yeah, second straight loss after a stretch in which the Gatemen had won 3 in a row, 4 of 5. The bats just never got going yesterday, and it seems like I've said that for the past 3 or 4 days because that's what it's been. The Gatemen went through a stretch where they scored 28 runs in 3 games. In their last 4, they've only scored 6 runs. They've gotten lucky. One of those was a 1-0 victory, but a couple losses in there as well. And Wareham still the best offense in the league average-wise, still the best offense in the league hits-wise, most hits in the league. And that right there tells you how good this Gatemen offense was through the first quarter of the season, out-hitting everyone by a mile. 6 runs the last 4 games, and they're still the best offense in the league, but not in the last half a week or so.
It seems like sometimes there's just somebody that doesn't show up for this Gatemen offense. Yesterday it was Braden Ward.
Yeah, Ward, who had a hit in 12 of his 13 games played. He was riding a 7-game hit streak. 0 for 5 yesterday in that loss. Just couldn't get anything going from the leadoff spot. There were a couple guys yesterday for the Gatemen that ended up going hitless. Mike Antico was 0 for 3 as well at the bottom of the order. He did reach on a walk, but it's those timely hits that the Gatemen are missing, and they haven't shown up the last 4 games.
Braden Ward not in the lineup tonight. Instead, Matt Rudick is leading things off for the first time in a few weeks. A different lineup looking up and down than we've seen.
Yeah, just a couple guys getting a night off. Braden Ward getting a much-deserved night off, despite, again, the 0 for 5 night last night. Benjamin Semmes getting a much-deserved night off. You'll see a little bit of a different lineup tonight. Matthew Rudick in the leadoff spot. He led off the first 7 games of this season, but hasn't led off ever since Braden Ward arrived and kind of came onto the scene. Dallas Beavers in the cleanup spot tonight, a place where he's been hitting 6th or 7th in this order. He gets moved up in the order as well. And Chad Stevens is at shortstop tonight instead of third base for Wareham, batting 7th again with Semmes out of the lineup. We'll see what Stevens can do in the 7-hole.
And we'll break down tonight's game against Bourne when we return from this break. Gabe and I will have the call a little bit later. We're still awaiting first pitch. When we come back, Addison van Patten will have your pregame interview on the other side. Stick around on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Back here on GBN for the Gatemen Pregame Show. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi breaking down today's matchup. Let's send it over to Addison van Patten, standing by with Matt Rudick.
Thanks, guys. Addison van Patten here with Matt Rudick. Now, Matt, back in the lineup for the second time, 2 days in a row. When did Jerry give you that talk?
He didn't really tell me. I just look at the lineup card. If I'm in there, I'm in there, and if I'm not, I'm not. So, it's kind of just when I get to the field, I'll know. So that's really it, yeah.
Now, you're in the leadoff position today. You held that position for the first 7 games of our season. What does it feel like to be back?
It's good. I led off in college, so, I'm used to it. But, wherever Jerry wants me to, hit, I'll hit. And that's it. Yeah.
Now, short summer seasons, we are playing every single day, but you're not in the lineup every single day. Do you like getting that every 3 days or that more rest?
I usually like to play every day, but it is what it is because, I don't like to sit, because, I feel like my timing might be off with the pitching or, but, it is what it is. But it's summer ball, so I'm not stressing out too much, so it's good. It's been fun so far.
Now, I have one thing that Jerry has said in front of me multiple times, and now the players have made kind of a joke of it, but it's pretty serious to him. He says best speed is best speed. What does that mean to you?
It means, it's a big thing in this game. Best speed, put pressure on the defense when you're running out 90s, best speed off the field. It just looks better for, everyone and the fans, and, it's just better for, the team. Keeps you on your toes, so it's good. Yeah.
Now, Bourne got us last time at their place. What are we going to do to get them again today?
We need our bats. Our bats need to wake up a little more. We haven't been scoring a lot of runs lately, so I think that's, the key today is, we need to score runs early and put the pressure on the defense, and hopefully you get a win today.
We've had that thing where people have been scoring home runs. We've had that occasional bat, but what we need, like you're saying, is that just consistency. What are we going to do to not be only getting on those bases, but running those into home?
I think our pitching too. Our pitching's been really, really good. I think we just need to put pressure on the defense, like I said earlier. I think we just need to put the ball in play because I think we've been striking out a little bit too much, and I think just put pressure on the defense. So.
All right, yesterday was your 21st birthday. What did you do to celebrate, and happy birthday?
My parents are in town, so I went to dinner with my parents and my host parents, and it was a good time. It was fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Have a great day, and talk to you again soon. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. Thanks, Matt. Back inside the broadcast booth, Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Matt Rudick leading things off for the first time for the Gatemen in a long time. He was the leadoff hitter for the first 7-8 games of the season, and then that job went to Braden Ward.
Yeah, he had his best game in that leadoff spot. It was the 5th game he played in this season, 3 for 4 in the 5-0 victory against Chatham on June 16th. He's just struggled at the plate this summer, quite frankly. A 205 hitter. He was actually a 200 hitter before yesterday when he got a 9th inning single in the loss to YD. He was 0 for his last 9 before yesterday, now just 1 for his last 13. But, again, in that leadoff spot is when we saw him play his best ball. He had the 3-hit night. Opening day, he had the 4 walks. He didn't very patient eye at the plate, so we'll see if he can kind of snap out of it here tonight.
Matt Rudick batting in the leadoff spot. He's out in center field tonight. Left fielder Mike Antico batting 8th. Toro Otsuka batting 9th. He's out in right field. We're going to go through the rest of the Gatemen order when we return, but actually on the other side of the break, immediately, we have Javik and Ryan doing their thing going around the Cape. So you're not going to want to miss it. Stick around. You're watching GBN.
The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Welcome back inside the GBN Pregame Show here on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Javik Blake alongside Ryan LeMay getting set to take you around the Cape, and a lot of good action yesterday. Might not have beaten the night before, but a lot of good action and a lot of good action tonight around the Cape.
Yeah, I predicted a lot of good games last night. We got exactly that, some great games at the Cape. Let's just run right through them.
So we'll start off Cotuit and Brewster. Cotuit improving to 9-7-2 on the season with the win. They won 4-1. Joseph Nahas got the victory to get to 1-1 on the season. Harrison Rutkowski with the loss. Casey Schmidt with the save.
Yeah, this is my matchup of the night last night. I was really looking forward to it, and we kind of got a treat, honestly, because Cotuit, they outpowered the Bourne Braves. Bourne has some great pitching, but Cotuit's offense was too much for them. And as we saw, Cotuit had 14 hits, and they had 4 doubles. So, that's just a great offensive performance from them.
But only 4 runs to show for it. That's it. Bourne only getting 1 run across. They'll look to turn it around tonight against the Wareham Gatemen. But the other game in action, Falmouth and Brewster. Falmouth won that one by a 12-7 final. It was 12-3 up until the 7th inning, but Brewster 4 runs to make it a little bit closer. Ada Maldonado getting the win, Daniel Harper getting the loss. Yeah, Brewster was sitting pretty on top of the Eastern Division most recently, but now dropping 2 straight games, and to a struggling Falmouth team, it's not a good look. And 19 combined runs, 33 hits. You could say it's good offense, but that could also be sloppy baseball. And Brewster, the last couple of games, have fallen victim to playing some sloppy baseball. And they've allowed a lot of runs in their last 2 games as well. We saw against the Wareham Gatemen, they allowed 11 runs, 12 runs last night against a Falmouth team. As they have a little bit of power, but they are just 6-7-1. Yeah, that's the biggest problem. Because sure, Brewster had some offense themselves, scoring 7 runs, but to allow a team like Falmouth to score 12 runs on you when they've been struggling as well, it's a testament to how Falmouth or Brewster is currently playing, and they need to get back on track if they want to get back into the Eastern Division race. Chatham was in Harwich last night as well. They pulled out a 3-2 victory. They improved to 10-6-1 on the season. Harwich falls to 7-10. Austin Vernon getting the win. Joe Boyle getting the loss. And Dawson Merriman getting his 2nd save of the season. I think a lot of the credit has to go to Chatham's bullpen last night. They were absolutely phenomenal, going 6 innings, only allowing 5 hits. They struck out 7 batters, only walked 2 batters. So, Chatham's been known for their offense all season, but for their bullpen to give them a performance like that was just really impressive. And if you combine their bullpen with Jamal O'Gean and put them together, exactly, that's one scary team right there. The perfect combination right there. The perfect combination. They scored 15 runs 2 nights ago, 3 runs last night, 2 straight wins. They're pretty much rolling at this point. Yeah, I'm really liking the look of this Chatham team. I was always impressed with their offense, but now that they have the pitching going for them as well, watch out. They're a very good team. The best pitching team on the Cape was in action last night, as well as Orleans beat the Hyannis Harbor Hawks only 7-5. Hyannis falls to 3-13-1 on the season. Orleans 2-11-4-2. Chase Wallace getting the win. Connor Ash getting the loss. And Isaac Escada getting the save. This was honestly a very impressive performance from Hyannis. They have a 3-13-1 record, obviously, but I think that number is a little bit not very accurate considering the last couple games. Hyannis has looked good. They've put up some good performances. They've had a couple more runs than they've usually had before, and they've had some good pitching efforts. But what it really boiled down to was Hyannis last night was their first pitcher. I don't remember his name, but he allowed 7 runs in the first inning. So that's kind of what besides that, Hyannis played fine. So, if they play like they did last night, I think, and with some better pitching, I think they'll be fine. And it's always that one big inning for them. That's been the problem all season long. It was the 8th inning against the Gatemen the first time they played. The 8th inning the second time they played the Gatemen. It's that big inning that's really costing them. But they were really helped out by the Orleans pitching staff last night. 10 walks on the night. The first time we've seen double-digit walks across the Cape this season. Good thing for Orleans, they had 11 strikeouts, only allowed 6 hits. Yeah. Only limited them to 5 runs, much help by that big first inning. It was very uncharacteristic of Orleans to allow 10 walks. But, they did strike out 11 batters, so I guess it kind of did balance out. But Connor Ash was the man for Hyannis who allowed that many runs in the first inning. So, besides that, I think Orleans really caught a break last night, And looking ahead to tonight now, Harwich playing Brewster at 5 o'clock. That game underway in the 3rd inning. Harwich jumped out to an early 3-2 lead early in that one, but we'll see how the rest of that one plays out. Nick Zwack started for the Harwich Mariners. Cam Tringali started for the Brewster Whitecaps. Yeah, Harwich jumped out to an early lead, but this is a big game for Brewster. Once you get into the 3-4 losses in a row, then you start to question what's going on in the dugout. So, this is a big game for Brewster to get back on track. Cotuit, they're in Falmouth tonight at Arnie Allen Diamond. That game just got underway a few minutes ago. They're on the top of the 1st inning. Starting for Falmouth is Nick Nastrini. Cotuit yet to name a starter. We'll see who they throw out in the bottom of the 1st inning. Based on last night, we saw how Falmouth did on offense. This could be a high-scoring game because we know Cotuit has the offense, but if Falmouth play like they did last night, we're in for a high-scoring game. And especially at Arnie Allen Diamond, we saw the huge grand slam there when the Gatemen took on the Commodores. With Aubrey Major's power, with Falmouth's offensive power from last night, this could very much be something like we saw in the London series in MLB, a 17-13 final. That very well could happen tonight. I could very much see something like that happening tonight. YD, they're in Hyannis tonight at McKean Park at 6 o'clock. That game underway as well. Jack Leftwich starting for YD. They haven't yet thrown out the first pitch yet, so Hyannis yet to name a starter. We'll see who takes the mound in just a few moments from McKean Park.
I knew YD had a good offense, but it really caught me surprised yesterday watching them against the Gatemen. I mean, they had some great pitching as well. They really shut out the Gatemen in every aspect. And, I mean, they're kind of reminding me of Chatham right now, because I originally thought Chatham was all offense and no pitching. But, I mean, YD really impressed me yesterday at how they pitch as well. So it should be a good game tonight against
And
Hyannis.
that Eastern Division, so balanced up and down.
Yeah,
you have
it really
teams with
is.
a great balance of pitching and hitting. And the way it's playing out, it's looking fantastic for the Eastern Division to win a Cape League title.
Eastern Division is going to be fun to watch all the rest of the season. I mean, every team in that Eastern Division, I could see them easily going on to win the division and maybe make a run in the playoffs. So, I mean, keep an eye on the Eastern Division, because I don't know what's going to happen. I can't really make any predictions right now.
But I don't think anything can top pretty much the game of tonight. Tonight at 7 o'clock in Veterans Field, Orleans playing against Chatham. Adam Seminaris starting for the Orleans Firebirds. Dane Acker starting for Chatham. And, oh boy, what a matchup that's going to be. July 4th in Chatham, always a huge turnout. Put together two firepower teams, and this is just something dreams are made about in Chatham tonight.
Yeah, I still think that when we went to Chatham, that was the best crowd I've ever seen on the Cape so far. And, I mean, for it to be July 4th and tomorrow, I mean, it's going to be a packed house in Chatham tonight, and they're in for a treat. I mean, hopefully they don't get shut out by Orleans. That wouldn't be that fun to watch for the fans there. But I think they're going to be in for a fun game, because I know Chatham's offense, when they get going, man, they might even give Orleans some trouble with how well they've been playing. So it should be a good one for sure.
And talking to the broadcasting mentor with the Chatham Anglers, Dan Duva, the lead broadcaster for the Vegas Golden Knights, he said there's nothing that compares to a summer night in Chatham, especially around July 4th, the big tourist season. A ton of fans, great baseball, and with the Orleans pitching staff going up against the Chatham offense. We're not sure how this is going to play out, but it's going to be exciting to watch nonetheless. So make sure, if you have two tabs open tonight, keep one on our game right here on GBN, and the other one, you might want to check out this Chatham game.
That's for sure. We're in for a really good match tonight, no matter what happens.
So after this break, Gabe and Jonah will break down the starting lineups and starting pitchers right before first pitch from right here in Wareham. Spillane Field, 6:45 first pitch. Wareham Gatemen taking on the Bourne Braves right after this on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout. The 99, always the real deal.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
Getting you ready for first pitch. Bourne taking on the Gatemen. First time these two divisional opponents are squaring off here at Spillane Field. First pitch is scheduled for 6:45. We're going to preview it for a little a little longer until first pitch actually happens. Let's go through the starting lineups. Gabe, who's your player to watch for Bourne?
Let's go with Jackson Greer, who's in the cleanup spot today. Greer just got to this Bourne team probably about a week ago. He's 4 for 13 to start his season. 3 RBIs on the season, all 3 against Wareham a couple of nights ago. Had a couple of hits as well against the Gatemen. He was a big part of that 6-1 victory for Bourne.
Who do you got for Wareham?
I'm going to go with Darren Baker tonight. Darren Baker in the 2-hole tonight for the Gatemen. He's had a couple of good games here. Again, went through that stretch of 6 games where he was 3 for 22. Now 2 straight games, 2 multi-hit games for Darren Baker. Has had a couple of hits in each of the last couple of nights, and his batting average back above 300.
Let's cover the guys on the bump. Starting pitcher for the Bourne Braves tonight, Josh Culliver.
Yeah, Culliver hasn't had that bad of a season for Bourne. Actually, it's been pretty good, just like every Bourne starter here this summer. They are the second best pitching team in the Cape Cod Baseball League. 2.25 ERA for Culliver this season in 8 innings pitched.
We're going to pause for the national anthem. Come back. We'll have your first pitch on the other side. Stick around.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance.
You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network, home of the defending champion, Wareham Gatemen.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, opening day, Cape Cod Baseball League.
Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast.
Addison Van Patten here with manager Jerry Weinstein for the Manager's Show. And here with Brandon Fott. Now, Brandon, you got the win for tonight. It's an 80% chance of rain here in Wareham for the rest of the day, and the Gatemen have been forced to move inside to take BP in the cages.
Ground ball back up the middle, past the glove of Fetterman and into center field. Andrew Thomas comes home to score. Cam Guangarena right behind him, and Chad Stevens pulls in at first base with a 2-run single.
Hard ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Rudick rounds third, he's coming home. Nits an RBI single for Cam Guangarena. Wareham leads 1-0.
Cut on and miss strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Trent Palmer.
That ball is gone. Adrian Del Castillo breaks the game open with a 3-run jack. 11-5 Gatemen.
Slapped up the middle, a base hit into center field. Beaver scores easily. Antico rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Line drive over the head of the second baseman Olsen and into right field. Braden Ward comes home to score. Darren Baker pulls it at first with an RBI single, and it's 7-5 Wareham.
And the Gatemen win 5-0 here in Game 1 of the doubleheader.
And that'll do it. First 9-inning shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Cotuit, Massachusetts.
Now, here are the voices of the Gatemen: Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, and Addison Van Patten.
It's a battle of divisional opponents at Spillane Field. The Gatemen trying to snap a 2-game losing skid, and the Bourne Braves coming off a loss of their own. But the last time these two teams met, it was back on Monday, and the Braves got the better of the Gatemen. That was a 6-1 final. Will Fleming taking the bump for the Gatemen. What can you tell me about him, Gabe?
Fleming 0-1 this season, 4 appearances, 1 start. He's given up 13 hits, 6 runs, and just 8 1/3 innings pitched. The Wake Forest Demon Deacon has kind of struggled here at the beginning of the summer, a 6.48 ERA. Opponents hit .342 against him, but he's a talented pitcher. He's going to work with a few pitches tonight. Let's see if he can bounce back tonight against a Bourne team who is the worst or second worst hitting team in the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Yeah, the numbers this season for Bourne are not too great on the offensive side. You look at the amount of stolen bases they have 9 fewer stolen bases than anybody else in the Cape Cod League. The .216 batting average is the worst in the entire Cape Cod League. The 3 home runs they've hit, the worst in the Cape Cod League. 33 RBIs. The next closest is Harwich with 11. 41 runs scored. Next closest, Harwich with 7. This is not a high-powered offense. This is not a fast offense. Not one that scares you on the base paths. Not one that hits for a lot of power. But they put up 6 runs against Wareham back on Monday, and now Will Fleming looks to even up the season series at 1 apiece. Let's take you through the starting 9 for the Bourne Braves. Judd Fabian leading things off. He's out in left field. Jimmy Glowenke out at second base. He's batting second. Xavier Warren behind him in the 3-hole. He's at third base. Jackson Greer catching. He's the cleanup batter. Nick Bruiser batting 5th. He's playing first base. Brendan Rivoli, somebody who the Braves did not put up against the Gatemen back on Monday. He's the designated hitter and batting in the 6-hole. Cody Morissette, he's the shortstop. He's batting 7th. Kyler Fedko, the right fielder, batting 8th. Giovanni DiGiacomo batting 9th out in center field. Will Fleming taking the hill for the Wareham Gatemen. Dallas Beaver, his battery mate, Matt McLean, Chad Stevens, Darren Baker, Jacob Teeter from left to right in the infield. Mike Antico, Matt Rudick, Tora Otsuka, left to right in the outfield. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, your eyes and ears. Thanks for spending your Wednesday evening with us. First pitch on the way from Will Fleming. Swung on and missed, and we're underway. Count 0-1 to Judd Fabian. Judd Fabian had himself a night in that 6-1 victory back on Monday, a 3-for-5 night. Fleming back into the windup, another swing and a miss. 0-2. Fabian led things off for Bourne at their home ballpark at Doran Park. It's a beautiful 78 degrees on that Monday. Today it's right around 80. The 0-2 from Fleming. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. A good start for Will Fleming. Beginning the night with a strikeout. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 away. That strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 away. John DiGirolamo calling the balls and the strikes, fouled off. 0-1.
Girolamo.
DiGirolamo? Is that what we decided on? It's a long name. Doug Isham, the first base umpire. Chris Kane, the third base umpire. Shorter names. The 0-1 sits outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Jimmy Glowenke. I said it many, many times before the broadcast, and I knew I was going to mispronounce it. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 away. No score, top of the first inning. The 1-2 taken upstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jimmy Glowenke, first-team freshman All-American, freshman and defensive player of the year at Dallas Baptist. The 2-2. Misses outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Batted .328 with 6 homers, 43 RBIs this season at Dallas Baptist. On-base percentage of .429. The payoff, 1 away. The pitch popped up into foul ground along the left side. Beaver, the catcher, giving chase. The third baseman, Matt McLean, ends up making the catch in foul territory to the right of the third base line. 2 away.
That was a tougher play for McLean than it looked. He ended up going all the way over by the Bourne dugout. And it looked like it might sneak on the top of the dugout into foul territory. Instead, broke back into play, and McLean makes a nice catch.
Xavier Warren, the new batter. Nobody on, 2 away. No score, top of the first. First pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. Xavier Warren, the third baseman for the Braves tonight. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Rising junior at Central Michigan. Batted .369 this season. The 0-1 taken inside, 1-1. Nice season for Warren at Central Michigan. 8 homers, 23 doubles, 70 RBIs to go along with that 369 batting average. The 1-1. Breaking ball on the inside corner, 1-2. Warren has played catcher, third base, first base, but his primary position is shortstop. Tonight over at the hot corner. Nobody on, 2 away. Swung on and missed, strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning to get the night going for Will Fleming. Not a bad way to start your evening. That strikeout brought to you by Lang, Safaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. No runs, no hits, nobody left on after half an inning. The Gatemen come to bat in a scoreless ballgame. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
No score, bottom of the first inning. Let's take you through the starting 9 for the Gatemen. Matt Rudick leading things off for the first time in about 2.5 weeks. Darren Baker behind him. Jacob Teeter, the first baseman, in the 3-hole. Dallas Beaver catching tonight. He's batting cleanup. Matt McLean in the 5-hole over at third. Cam Guangarena, the designated hitter, behind him. Chad Stevens in the 7-hole. He's the shortstop. Mike Antico, the left fielder, in the 8th spot. And Tora Otsuka rounding out the batting order tonight for the Wareham Gatemen out in right field. Left to right in the outfield, it's Fabian, DiGiacomo, and Fedko. Warren, the third baseman. Morissette, the shortstop. Glowenke, the second baseman. Bruiser, the first baseman. Jackson Greer behind the plate. And the starting pitcher, Josh Culliver, for the Bourne Braves. No score, bottom of the first. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. First pitch outside to Matt Rudick. Josh Culliver has a fastball, a changeup, and a slider that he intermingles. The 1-0. Right down Broadway, 1-1. The fastball sits about 87 to 90 miles per hour. The changeup about 81 to 85. And the slider even slower, about 78 to 82. The 1-1. Lifted in the air, fairly deep out to right field, chasing Fedko back, still back. He looks up, that ball is gone! Leadoff home run for Matt Rudick. The Gatemen break the ice in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Wareham.
Matthew Rudick with some power to lead off the ball game. And he finally breaks a smile as he taps helmets with Jacob Teeter. That ball just kept on carrying and carrying out to right. I would say not much wind, but it doesn't look like there's any wind out there right now. American flag not blowing, and Matt Rudick just got all of that one.
First pitch to Darren Baker upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Boy, if anybody in the lineup needed that, it was Matt Rudick. Coming off a 1-for-4 performance yesterday, he's been batting consistently in the 9-hole, the 1-0. Taken up and away, 2 balls and no strikes.
And I know it's a different day, but even if you just go back to the last at-bat yesterday, this was a guy who was 8 for 40, a 200 hitter, and he was 0 for 3 yesterday.
The 2-0 catches the outside corner, 2-1.
So a 200 hitter and then 0 for 3, so he drops below 200, gets the single in the 9th last night, and now a homer here to begin this game.
The 2-1 to Baker sits high, forces Greer to pop up, 3-1.
Sometimes all you need is one hit. Gets your confidence back, and, well, you'll take a solo shot to begin the ballgame.
The 3-1 to Baker, fouled off into the backstop. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Matt Rudick just turned 21 yesterday. Went 1 for 4 on his birthday, but getting a chance to lead things off and doing so with a bang. Pitch outside, a payoff pitch. Darren Baker reaches first base with nobody out. Bottom of the first inning.
And you can tell Culliver not happy with himself on the mound to start this game. Not just the home run, but he's not liking where any of his pitches come across. Release point seems a little bit off, shaking his head after a couple of those were outside.
Culliver, 6'2", 197 pounds, a right-handed pitcher, faces Jacob Teeter with a runner on first, nobody out, 1 run home in the inning. Pitch upstairs, and we'll get a meeting. Jackson Greer going out to talk to his starting pitcher. 1 ball, no strikes to the number 3 man, Jacob Teeter. Culliver, the rising junior at the University of Minnesota. A .464 earned run average this season in 64 innings pitched. Only 51 strikeouts in those 64 innings. 28 walks. Struggling with his command early on, perhaps a bit rattled after giving up that leadoff solo shot to Matt Rudick. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Jacob Teeter. And he cracks one to deep right center field. DiGiacomo being chased back. He'll let that go and one hop the wall. Darren Baker around second. Jacob Teeter pulls in at second. Baker being waved around. The throw to the plate is not in time. Jacob Teeter with an RBI double. And it's 2-0 Wareham.
And that ball hit on the screws as well. There was no shot out in center for DiGiacomo. He gave it a hard chase, but that ball one-hopped the wall easily, and that's where the speed of Darren Baker comes into play. I will say this, with a good throw to the plate, that would have been extremely close. But Greer had to go down the first base line to get that ball, and Baker was safe easily.
Dallas Beaver comes to bat with a runner in scoring position. Still nobody out. 2 runs home in the inning. First pitch to Beaver. Sits outside. 1 ball, no strikes. This is a lefty-heavy lineup that the Gatemen possess. First 4 batters, all left-handed, against the right-handed Culliver. Comes set at the belt, checks the runner at second, kicks, fires, and that's slapped in the air out to left field. Fabian being chased back. He'll have plenty of space to make the catch. He does so, fires it back into third, and Dallas Beaver retreats back to the second base bag, 1 away. Another hard hit ball, though, against Culliver.
Just jammed Beaver. It was hard hit. It was a line drive. Beaver a tad late. If he would have got around on it a little more, I think that's another double in the gap.
Matt McClain, a right-handed batter, stepping into center stage. Runner at second, Jacob Teeter. 2 runs home in the inning, 2-0 Gatemen. First pitch, a breaking ball that never broke, sits upstairs. McClain watches it. 1 ball and no strikes. This is a Bourne team that's sitting at 6-10 this season, 5 points above Hyannis for last place in the Western Division standings. Culliver checks the runner at second base, the 1-0. On the outside corner, 1-1. The Braves missed out on the playoffs last year, finished their year at 18-25-1. They had 2 returning players, including Jack McKenzie, who's not in the lineup tonight. Check swing taken upstairs. Look down to the first base umpire. He says, nope. McClain did not go around. 2 balls, 1 strike. Doug Isham, the first base umpire. standing over at second base with the runner at second. Cam Guangarena in the on-deck circle. Runner at second base, one away, the 2-1. Taken high and in, 3 balls and 1 strike to McLean. Matt McLean, the rising sophomore at UCLA, batted just .203 this season with 4 homers, 30 RBIs. Drafted in the first round by the Arizona Diamondbacks last year. Turned down $2.6 million to play for UCLA. The 3-1. Right down Broadway, 3-2. Struck out 6. Oh, go ahead, Gabe.
Sorry, that was pitch 18 for Culliver. 10 balls. He's struggling to find the strike zone, and when he does, Teeter and Rudick have made him pay.
Teeter off of second base. 1 away, 2 runs home. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. 2 walks in the inning for Culliver. Now there's runners on first and second with 1 away in the bottom of the first. Already 2 runs home, still just 1 away. Cam Guangarena, the new batter, the number 6 batter. And another left-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher Culliver. The last time these two teams met, it was back on Monday. The pitch to Guangarena, cracked in the air, deep to right field. Fedko back, he looks up, that ball is gone. A 3-run jack for Cam Guangarena. 5-0 Wareham. That's the first home run this season for Cam. Another guy who has been struggling at the plate. And boy, this inning's starting to unravel for Culliver.
My, oh my, unlike Rudick's, we knew that ball was gone off the bat. That was smoked out of here from Guangarena. His first of the season. And man, has the Gatemen offense needed this.
First pitch to Chad Stevens, sits low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 home runs in the inning for the Gatemen. The Braves this season have only hit 3 all year. This one's rocketed, but right to the shortstop, Morissette, who makes the leaping grab, 2 away. Another ball hit on the screws, but Chad Stevens found a position player, retired by his counterpart, Morissette, for the second out. Nobody on base now, 2 away, 5 runs home in the inning. The number 8 man, Mike Antico, the new man up.
If that ball is 3-4 feet higher, that's a double for Stevens, because that would have been in the gap.
First pitch to Antico. Misses high and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Only Mike Antico and Tora Otsuka yet to take an at-bat for the Gatemen. The 1-0. On the outside corner, 1-1. Well, this is a fairly good Braves pitching staff. Have been all season. That's been their strong suit. The 1-1. Cut on and missed, 1-2. They've only allowed 92 hits. That's the fewest in the Western Division. 41 earned runs allowed. That's the fewest in the Cape Cod League. Slapped along the left field line. Fabian, ranging over toward the line into foul ground, makes the catch for the final out of the bottom of the first. But the Gatemen getting it done on offense early, getting it done with the long ball. 2 home runs in the inning, 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 runs across. And the Gatemen have a 5-0 lead after 1. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezza Luna restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezza Luna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezza Luna, the Italian family restaurant.
Top of the second inning, 5-0 Gatemen. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten, standing by with Cam Guangarena.
First inning, Rudick at his first at-bat hit that home run, followed up by Guangarena's home run. Walk me through that at-bat.
I was just watching the other batters and seeing how the pitcher was throwing to them. Got feedback from Rudy and a couple others that he had a flat fastball, changeup. He leaves it right there, and so first one he left it there, tried to put a good swing on it, and the rest took care of itself.
A little bit of slump, got back on the horse yesterday, definitely here today. How do you feel about that?
It feels awesome. You know, the confidence is rising back up again and just building it more with every at-bat.
Congratulations on your first home run in the Cape League and sending it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Addison. Jackson Greer, Nick Bruiser, Brendan Rivoli, the three due up in the top of the second inning. Nice to see from Cam Guangarena his first home run in the CCBL. First pitch downstairs to Greer, 1 ball, no strikes. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. 5-0, the Gatemen over the Braves. The 1-0 from Fleming. Popped up, foul ground out of play, 1-1. Fleming now working with a 5-0 cushion. Well, the story for the Gatemen over the last 4 games has been lack of offense. Not so much right now.
Not at all.
That's heating up on a hot Wednesday evening. The 1-1, tapped foul, 1-2.
Wareham just scored 5 runs in an inning. They had scored 6 runs in their last 4 games combined.
The 3 games prior to that 4-game stretch, they had scored 28 runs. It's been a streaky season for the Wareham offense. Still a good offense, at least statistically. Pitch inside, 2-2. Gatemen leading the Cape League in batting average and in hits. Despite the recent offensive struggles, a 2-2 lifted in the air out to left field. A little broken bat flare, and Chad Stevens makes the catch on the edge of the outfield grass for the first out. 4 up and 4 down so far for Will Fleming, and he faces Nick Bruiser with nobody on base and 1 away. First pitch to the first baseman. On the inside corner, 0-1. Nick Bruiser from Chandler, Arizona. Rising junior at Stanford. Fleming already into the windup. The 0-1 sits low and in, 1-1. Bruiser, a 3-time state champion in high school. 2016 National High School Home Run Derby champion. Hit just 2 home runs this year with Stanford. The 1-1. Taken low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Batted just .224, 16 RBIs. Drew 18 walks. Struck out 25 times. Comes to bat here with nobody on base, 1 away. Top of the second. He lifts one in the air, fairly deep out to left center field. Antico going back. He looks up. That ball is off the base of the fence. Antico picks it up, fires it back into short. And Nick Bruiser pulls in at second base with a 1-out double.
First hard hit ball we've seen off of Will Fleming today, and the first hit of the day for the Bourne Braves. That ball was launched to deep left center. It's actually 412 out there to left center field, and it hit the base of the wall about 10 feet to the left of that 412 sign. He hits that ball pretty much anywhere in this park. Anywhere else in this park, it might be gone.
Runner at second base, 1 away. Check swing, pitch downstairs. And no look down to the base umpires. 1 ball and no strikes to Rivoli. That was the first hit against Will Fleming. He stands on second. Well, Bruiser stands on second with 1 away. The 1-0. Skips behind Beaver, and Bruiser takes off for third and makes it safely without a throw. A pitch inside from Will Fleming, and it skipped off of the glove of Dallas Beaver. Count 2 balls and no strikes. It's going to be a pass ball against Beaver. He has a chat with Will Fleming. 5-0 Gatemen. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison van Patten with you on this Wednesday night. On a hot Wednesday night at Spillane Field. Hovering around 80 degrees and not getting any cooler just yet. Cody Morissette, the on-deck batter. Brendan Rivoli in the box. The 2-0. Waved at and missed. The pitch downstairs, 2-1. Rivoli from Douglasville, Pennsylvania, the rising junior at the University of Virginia. Played catcher at UVA. Designated hitter tonight. Pitch low. Rivoli watches it, 3-1. Batted .320 with 5 homers, 42 RBIs with the Cavaliers this season. In high school, he played 2 years of ice hockey. The 3-1. Broken bat flare, straightaway center field. Stevens going back and makes the catch as he's backpedaling, keeping Nick Bruiser over at third base. 2 away.
Big out for Fleming. Biggest out in his 1 2/3 innings thus far. Key there that the pop out wasn't deep enough, and now you got a chance to get yourself out of the inning unscathed.
Cody Morissette will step into the batter's box with a runner at third, 2 away. Braves looking to get on the scoreboard, trailing by 5. First pitch to him. Over the outside corner, 0-1. Cody Morissette, the shortstop, made a nice play in the bottom half of the first inning. A rocket hit right to him off the bat of Chad Stevens. Pitch low, Beaver blocks it. 1-1. Morissette from New Hampshire. 4-year varsity basketball player, 3-year varsity football player. Chose baseball, swings through a fastball. 1-2. Now a rising sophomore at Boston College. Batted .320 with 4 homers, 41 RBIs this year. Bruiser off of third. Top of the second inning, 5-0 Gatemen. Fleming from the belt. Line drive back up the middle, and that'll drop into center field for a base hit. Bruiser comes home to score. Morissette stops at first with an RBI single, and the Gatemen lead cut to 4.
And Morissette, just a 172 hitter, only had 1 RBI all year before that single. Just a breaking ball left over the heart of the plate. And he makes Fleming pay for the first run of the game for Bourne.
Kyler Fedko, the new batter, with a runner at first. Fedko, the right fielder, still 2 away in the inning. Braves on the scoreboard. First pitch, cut on and missed. A home run cut, 0-1. Kyler Fedko from Pittsburgh, rising sophomore at UConn. Batted .242, 5 homers, 23 RBIs this year with the Huskies. Right on right matchup. The pitch from Fleming. On the outside corner, 0-2. Runner at first, 2 away. A run home in the inning. Giovanni DiGiacomo would be next. The pitch from Fleming. The 0-2 taken downstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fedko won 2 state titles in high school. He hit .661 his senior season in high school. Stands at 6'1", 212 pounds. The 1-2 from Fleming. Misses low and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bourne Braves, an organization that's been around for a little while. Won a title back in '09. Chopper, left side, foul. Down the third baseline. We'll do it again. Harvey Shapiro in his 17th season as the manager of the Braves. All-time wins leader in Bourne history. Morissette off of first base, 2 away. 2-2 the count to Fedko. Shadows peering in along the left field line. Runner takes off the pitch, ground ball back up the middle, and under the glove of Darren Baker. It stays in the infield. Chad Stevens ranges over and picks it up on the infield dirt, but not in time to make a throw, and everybody's safe. Cody Morissette stops at second, Kyler Fedko at first. Runners on first and second with still 2 away in the top of the second.
And that's Baker's 4th error of the season.
That's going to go down as a hit, actually. Giovanni DiGiacomo, the new batter. 2 on, 2 away. 5-1 Gatemen. First pitch. On the outside corner, 0-1. Morissette off of second, Fedko off of first. DiGiacomo, the center fielder. Batted ninth against Wareham back on Monday. Went 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a single. The 0-1. On the outside corner, 0-2. Will Fleming trying to limit the damage. 3 hits in the inning, 1 run coming across. 0-2 the count. Back to the top of the order after this. Fleming from the belt. Misses outside, 1-2. DiGiacomo from Naples, Florida. 29th round pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Played in the Cal Ripken League last summer. Rising sophomore at LSU. The pitch. Skips in the dirt, taken low and inside. Beaver has to pick it up along the first base line. And Morissette goes second to third. Runners at the corners, Fedko holding at first. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Giacomo. Morissette 8 for 11 in stolen bases this year at Boston College. Giacomo at 15 RBIs at LSU. Batted .275 with a homer. Throw back to first. Fedko not taking much of a lead. Dives back in safely. Fabian on deck. Comes set at the belt. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. A huge strikeout for Will Fleming to keep runners at the corners and retire the side. 3rd strikeout of the game for Fleming. That strikeout brought to you by Lang Exafaris and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 run across on 3 hits, 2 left on, and after 1.5, Bourne trails Wareham by 4. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
The only man to not step into the batter's box in the bottom of the first inning was Tora Otsuka, the number 9 man for the Wareham Gatemen. 5 runs across on 2 homers, 3 hits, 2 walks in the bottom of the first. The Gatemen have a 5-1 advantage here in the bottom of the second inning over the Bourne Braves. It'll be Otsuka, Rudick, and Baker, the 3 due up. First pitch to Otsuka. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Culliver back on the mound for his 2nd straight inning. Beautiful night here at Spillane Field on this Wednesday night. The 0-1. taken low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. The eve of Independence Day. Gatemen off tomorrow. One of just 2 teams in the Cape League off tomorrow. The 1-1. Waved at and missed 1 and 2. Nobody on, nobody out. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison van Patten with you on GBN. Fouled off. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Toru Otsuka out in right field tonight with Rudick in center and Antico in left. For the last few weeks, it's been Otsuka and Rudick swapping off places in the number 9 hole. The 1-2. Taken high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. But with both in the lineup tonight, Rudick gets the start in center, Braden Ward getting the night off after going 0 for 5 yesterday. The pitch lifted in the air out to left field, but foul. Out of play. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Otsuka from San Diego, a rising senior at the University of San Diego. 287 batter this year, 2 homers, 34 RBIs. Drew 24 walks, struck out just 25 times. Lines this one over the glove of the shortstop Morissette and dumps it into left field. DiGiacomo plays it, bobbles it, fires it back into second. A wide turn at first from Otsuka, but he stops there with a leadoff single.
And through the first 9 today for the Gatemen, that's 5 runs on now 4 hits as Toru Otsuka singles there. Not a bad start at all.
Not at all. Matt Rudick is 1 for 1.
And a couple of those outs, Chad Stevens was robbed of a base hit. Dallas Beaver sent a line shot to left field, hitting the ball hard today.
Bunted down the third base line, a pretty good one. Backhanded by Culliver, he's not going to have a throw. Matt Rudick beating out an infield single, bunts one down the third base line, and the table's set with nobody out in the bottom of the second.
Just the second multi-hit game of the season for Rudick, and now going back to the 9th inning yesterday, that's 3 straight hits for Matt Rudick and 3 straight at-bats.
Darren Baker walked in his first and only plate appearance in the first inning. Came around to score on a Jacob Teeter double. Still nobody out in the bottom of the second. Culliver checks the runner at second base, kicks, delivers. Baker squares to bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a pitch high. 1 ball and no strikes to the number 2 man Baker. 5 hits tonight for the Gatemen. 5 runs across. They have a 5-1 advantage right now with nobody out in the bottom of the second. Baker squares to bunt again and takes another high pitch. 2 balls and no strikes from Culliver. Darren Baker, the rising junior at the University of California, Berkeley. Batted .304, 18 RBIs, 19 walks this season. Went 20 for 20 in stolen bases. An on-base percentage of .363. The 2-0. Upstairs, ball 3. Baker, the 27th round pick by Washington 2 years ago in 2017. His father, Dusty, coached at Washington not too long ago. Longtime manager, 19-year manager. Pitch outside, ball 4. And Culliver wanted 0 piece of Darren Baker. Loads up the bases. Second time tonight that Baker has drawn a walk. And the bases are juiced. Nobody out. Bottom of the second.
We're going to get a mound visit, and I wouldn't be surprised if they either go pitching change here or they go maybe give Culliver 1 more batter and go pitching change if he can't get Teeter.
Well, this is a tough spot for any relief pitcher to come in. They're going to keep Culliver in for the moment. Bases loaded, nobody out, bottom of the second. and the Gatemen threatening for the second straight inning. Jacob Teeter, the new batter. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI double. Otsuka off of third, Rudick off of second, Baker off of first. John DiGirolamo having a chat with manager Shapiro of Bourne. Everybody ready now. Culliver comes set at the belt, checks the runner at second base. First pitch to Teeter. Breaking ball. Catches the outside corner, 0-1. (5-1) Wareham. No runs across just yet in the bottom of the second. All 5 have come in the first. Nobody out. The pitch from Culliver. Line drive back at the middle. Rolled on the ground. Picked up by Glowenke, the second baseman. Turns to second for 1. And the turn to first in time for a double play as a run comes home. Toru Otsuka comes home to score from third. Matt Rudick goes to third base. Darren Baker retired on the base paths as Jacob Teeter grounds into a double play. But now it's 6-1 Wareham.
And for Culliver, with the bases loaded and nobody out, that's about the best scenario you could have gotten, besides for a couple of strikeouts in a row. You allow 1 run to come across, but you get 2 outs, and now all you got to do is worry about Beaver.
First pitch to Beaver. Off speed, taken outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Matt Rudick off of third. Catches the inside corner, 1-1. As Jacob Teeter has come back down to earth with some of his numbers, he's become a bit of a double play machine. Line drive over the glove of Culliver and into center field. Dallas Beaver pulls in at first base with an RBI single, and it's 7-1 Wareham.
Excellent job by Beaver there, just to poke his bat out on the outside corner and fling that one back up the middle. He's got his 3rd RBI of the year, and wow, Wareham has really broken this thing open here early.
Matt McLean, the new batter. First pitch to him. Taken way outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Against Bourne last time, back on Monday, Jacob Teeter grounded into 2 double plays, both of them 4-6-3 double plays. Teeter now 1 for 2 tonight with a double and a 4-6-3 double play. Pitch high, 2 balls, no strikes to McLean. Matt McLean walked in his only plate appearance in the first inning. Comes to bat here with a runner on first and 2 away. 2 runs home in the inning for Wareham after having the bases loaded and nobody out. On the outside corner, 2-1. Cam Guangarena on deck. Hit a 3-run homer to put the Gatemen up by 5 in the first inning. The pitch. Hard hit, left side of the infield. A bouncing ball picked up by Morissette. Tosses over to second in time to retire Dallas Beaver, going first to second and end the second inning. We're through 2. The Gatemen get 2 more on the scoreboard. They're up by 6. 7-1 the score on the Gatemen Baseball Network. We'll be right back.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade. Power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
Top of the third inning, back to the top of the order for Bourne. Judd Fabian, Jimmy Glowacki, Xavier Warren, the 3-2 up against Will Fleming. Working with now a 6-run cushion, 7-1, Gatemen over the Braves. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Fabian 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch from Fleming. Misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. 4 of the 7 home runs tonight for the Gatemen have come from the long ball. Not what we are accustomed to seeing from this team. The 1-0 catches the outside corner, 1-1. We'd like to remind you that every home run hit by the Wareham Gatemen this season is brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. The 1-1 misses outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Gatemen haven't hit many home runs this season. Now up to 8. Line drive over the glove of the shortstop Chad Stevens, and it's dumped into left field for a base hit. A leadoff single for Judd Fabian. He's now 1 for 2, and he has a single to begin the third. First time in this game that the Braves have gotten the leadoff man on. They had 3 hits in the second. Tallied 1 run in that second inning. Jimmy Glowacki, the new batter. Runner on first. Nobody out. First pitch. Taken for a strike, 0-1. Glowacki 0 for 1, popped out, and foul ground to Matt McLean, the third baseman. Glowacki from Denton, Texas. Takes a big cut and misses all of it. 0-2. Batting second for the Braves tonight. Glowacki didn't tally a hit against the Gatemen the first time these two teams met. Pitch outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first, top of the third inning. Gatemen by 6. Fabian off of first base. The pitch from Fleming. Skips in the dirt. Beaver shuffles to his right, throw down to second as the runner takes off, is in time. What a throw by Dallas Beaver. Guns down Fabian, and now there's 1 away with nobody on base in the top of the third.
That was a bullet from Dallas Beaver. He had to block that ball to his right. It trickled again to his right. Take a couple steps, pick it up, gathered himself, and then fired to Beaver. Fabian didn't get a good jump, and it cost him.
The 2-2. Skips low, ball 3. Count runs full to Jimmy Glowacki. Dallas Beaver has been splitting time with Cam Guangarena and Adrian Del Castillo behind home plate this year. The payoff. Chopped right on top of home plate. We'll do it again with a full count. But Beaver making the most of his opportunity. He's been a designated hitter for the Gatemen. He's been a third baseman for the Gatemen. And he's been a catcher. Nobody on, now 1 away, top of the third. Gatemen up by 6. 7-1. The 3-2. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. Xavier Warren on deck. Gatemen trying to get back atop the standings in the Western Division. Have dropped 2 straight. High chopper over the mound, right side of the infield. Baker scoops, fires to first in time to retire Glowenke, 2 away.
The third baseman, number 27, Xavier Warren from Central Michigan.
Gatemen recently fell out of first place. They're sitting at 9-8-1 this season, second behind Katuitt. They have tomorrow off and then are back at home against Orleans on Friday. First pitch right down the middle to Xavier Warren, 0-1. Fleming working quickly, nobody on base, 2 away. Pitch inside, 1-1. Warren 0 for 1. He struck out swinging to end the first. Part of a 1-2-3 start to the day for Fleming. The pitch. Bounces in front of Beaver. Makes the stop. 2-1. Xavier Warren, the rising junior at Central Michigan, batted .369 this year. 8 homers, 23 doubles. Switch hitter, batting left. The 2-1. Right down the pipe, 2-2. Jackson Greer would be next. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Nobody on, 2 away. The pitch from Fleming. Just misses inside, 3-2. Beaver trying to frame it. But for the second straight batter, the count runs full. No walks so far for Will Fleming. 3 strikeouts. He's given up 4 hits and 1 run. The payoff. Slapped into left field for a base hit. Xavier Warren takes one the other way, dumps it into left field. Throw goes back into short. Warren takes a wide turn at first, but stops there with a 2-out single.
That's a gorgeous piece of hitting from Warren there. Pitch on the inside half of the plate. Able to go inside out with it, take it the other way.
We'll get a meeting on the mound. Manager Jerry Weinstein going out to talk to his starting pitcher. Let's see if he takes the ball, and he does. We're going to get a pitching change with 2 away in the top of the third. So someone's going to come in for the Gatemen and get the last out of the third inning. We'll tell you who that is when we come back from the break. 7-1 Gatemen on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Will Fleming's night is over after throwing 60 pitches. That doesn't mean the book is closed because there's a runner on first with 2 away in the top of the third inning. It's a 7-1 Gatemen advantage over the Bourne Braves. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, and Addison van Patten with you. Jackson Greer will be the new batter. Trey Dillard will be the new pitcher. Dillard from Phoenix, a right-handed pitcher, rising junior at the University of Missouri. Didn't have the best of seasons, finished with an ERA of 6.92 in just 13 innings, but had 19 strikeouts in those 13 innings.
And this summer for the Gatemen, this is his 4th appearance. Just 4 1/3 innings pitched in his first 3. He's given up 3 hits. Only 1 run, it was unearned, so his ERA is still 0. Has walked 3, struck out 6. So several base runners off of Dillard for opponents this season, but opponents hitting just 200 and hasn't allowed an earned run.
Xavier Warren off of first base. Hit into a 2-out single for the last at-bat. Popped up. Shallow right field. Otsuka circles under it. Fights off the sun. Makes the catch. 1 pitch. 1 out. And that retires the side. Trey Dillard comes in. Closes the door in the 3rd. And the Braves leave 1 stranded in the 3rd inning. No runs on 2 hits. 1 man left after 2.5. Braves trail the Gatemen by 6. 7-1 the score. Gatemen come to bat when we return. Keep it locked on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
New pitcher in. Culver's night is over after 2 innings. A 7-1 Gatemen advantage over the Bourne Braves. Cam Guangarena, Chad Stevens, and Mike Antico, the 3 due up. It's Nick Iverson, the new pitcher.
Iverson this summer for Bourne, 4 innings pitched, 6 1/3, 4 appearances, 6 1/3 innings pitched. 4 hits given up, only 1 run. It was earned, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, does not have a decision yet. A 1.42 ERA, and opponents hit just 190 against Iverson this summer.
Nick Iverson will face 6, 7, and 8 in the Gatemen order. Cam Guangarena responsible for 3 of the 7 runs on a 3-run homer back in the 1st. Takes the first pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. So Guangarena is 1 for 1. Iverson deals quickly. Catches the outside corner, 1-1. Iverson from Oakville, Ontario. Rising senior at Gonzaga. Fly ball out to straightaway center field to Giacomo. Has plenty of space. Makes the catch. 1 away.
Cam just missed that one. Just missed it. A little bit under it.
Nobody on base, 1 away. First time tonight, the Gatemen haven't gotten the leadoff man on. Chad Stevens, the new batter. He's 0 for 1, but smoked one right into the glove of Morissette. First pitch. Taking first strike on the outer half, 0-1. Nobody on base, 1 man out. 7-1. Gatemen over the Braves. The 0-1. Skips in the dirt, taken low and away. 2-1. Mike Antico on deck. Chad Stevens from Fox Island, Washington. Rising junior at the University of Portland. 284 batter this year. 5 homers, 27 RBIs. The pitch. Lifted in the air, straightaway center field. DiGiacomo drifting to his left, makes the catch above his cap. Another hard hit ball off the bat at Chad Stevens. Another ball that finds a position player. Bad luck, 2 away. DiGiacomo showing off his range on 2 straight batters. Retiring the first 2 of the bottom of the 3rd, and that'll bring up Mike Antico. Nobody on base, 2 away. Gatemen by 6. First pitch to Antico. Taking over the outside corner, 0-1. Antico flew out to the left fielder Fabian to end what was a long first inning, a 5-run first inning. Pitch low and in, 1-1. Antico, a Clemson Regional All-Tournament team selection. Rising senior at St. John's. Lifts this one in the air, not very deep, right center field. Fetko under it. Makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for Iverson. Making an appearance out of the bullpen and retiring the Gatemen in order in the bottom of the 3rd. No runs, no hits, nobody left on after 3. Gatemen by 6. 7-1 the score. Gabe Genovesi with your call on the Gatemen Baseball Network when we return.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners.
We head to the 4th here at Spillane Field, 7-1. The Gatemen lead. Wareham busting the gates open here early with 5 runs in the first inning, 2 in the second. Bourne got a run off the starter Will Fleming. Fleming gave up 5 hits in 2 2/3 innings pitched, but only gave up 1 run. Trey Dillard came in to get the last out of the 3rd inning, and he returns here for the 4th. Nick Bruiser, Brendan Rivioli, Cody Morissette. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up here in the 4th for Bourne. Dillard, the righty, sets. First pitch to Bruiser. Low and in, 1-0. Bruiser, native of Chandler, Arizona, plays his college ball at Stanford. Doubled his first time up, 1-0. Same spot, low and inside, 2-0. It was just Bruiser's 4th hit of the year, first double. This is just his 6th game with Bourne this season. The 2-0 from Dillard. Fastball catches the outside corner, 2-1. Bruiser was not a big part of that 6-1 victory for Bourne a couple of days ago over Wareham. He went 0 for 4. The 2-1 breaking ball misses outside, 3-1. Bruiser, the first baseman tonight for Bourne. 3-1 from Dillard, fouled off, back into the caging. Count full, 3-2. Bruiser bats from the right side. Little bit of an open stance, bat waving above his back shoulder. 3-2 breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 3. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. And that's the first strikeout of the evening for Trey Dillard. 1 away here in the 4th.
John DiGirolamo has been calling that outside corner.
First pitch to Brendan Rivioli. Shows bunt and fouls it off. Hits the caging right above us. 0-1. Rivioli DHing tonight. flew out to Chad Stevens at shortstop, his first time up in the second inning. Rising junior at Virginia. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball down low. 0-2. Rivioli has been massively struggling. 2 for 26, make it 2 for 27 to start his summer. Hitless in his last 4 games. The 0-2. Jammed him, popped him up, foul. Out of play. Down that third base line. We'll stay at 0-2. Wareham 7, Bourne 1. Top of the 4th here at Spillane Field. Sun setting here at Spillane. Hot night to start. 80 degrees at first pitch.
The sky now turning a pretty velvet color.
Dillard sets on the third base side of the rubber. The 0-2. Popped him up, foul. Once again down that third base line. Over the school to our left. We'll do 0-2 one more time. Dillard sets and fires. Softly grounded toward Teeter at first. He scoops, flips to Dillard for the out. 3-1 put out. 2 away here in the 4th, and that'll bring up Cody Morissette.
The shortstop, number 7, Cody Morissette from Boston College.
Morissette drove in the only run of the game for Bourne in the second. RBI single. Takes a fastball outside, 1-0. It was just his second RBI of the season. He's now 6 for 30, hitting 200 on the year. The 1-0. Lined foul, out of play down the left field line. 1-1. Morissette plays his college ball not too far away at Boston College. He didn't play against Wareham a couple of nights ago. Got a pinch hit at bat last night, went 0 for 1, and the loss took it to it. Off speed, misses high and away. 2 balls and a strike. Before the pinch hit at bat last night, he was riding a 3-game hit streak in his last 3 games played. 2-1 popped him up out of play. 2-2. Everybody just seems a little late on pitches from Dillard. Everything fouled off down that third base line. Dillard sets at the letters. Rocks and fires the 2-2. Down low and inside. Count runs full. 3-2. Morissette, open stance from the left side. Elbow high, back elbow high. The 3-2, lost the bat, foul tipped behind home plate. And we'll stay at 3-2. That flew all the way into the Gatemen dugout. Morissette's got a smile on his face as he gets the bat from one of the assistant coaches of the Gatemen. Dillard having to work here against Morissette. This will be pitch number 7. Dillard has pounded the strike zone here in his first inning. 12 strikes, 6 balls. Sets and delivers the 3-2. Down low. Gets away from Beaver, and Beaver has to slightly hustle after it, but Morissette just takes first. It's a 2-out walk for Cody Morissette, who's on base for the second time today. And in steps Kyler Fedko. Fedko singled his first time up in the second. Another struggling Bourne Brave who got just his 4th hit of the season in the second inning. Rising sophomore at UConn. First pitch to the righty. Fastball on the outside corner for strike one. Fetko now just 4 for 22 to begin his summer. The 0-1. Fastball high at the chin. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fetko in right field today for Bourne. Dillard checks first. Sets and unleashes the 1-1. Jammed him, popped him up on the infield to Baker at second, who makes the catch over his left shoulder. A 2-out walk for Morset, but that's it. No runs on no hits, 1 left aboard for Bourne in the 4th. We head to the bottom half of the 4th inning, 7-1, the Gatemen lead. We'll be right back on GBN.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
We head to the bottom of the 4th here at Spillane Field. First pitch grounded down the first base line by Otsuka. Stepping on the first base bag is Bruiser for the first out of the 4th inning. And that'll bring up Matthew Rudick for the Gatemen. 7-1. The Wareham lead over Bourne. 7 runs on 6 hits through the first 3 innings of this game for Wareham, and actually all of it came in the first 2. It was a 1-2-3 third inning for Iverson, and now make it 4 straight retired for Iverson out of the bullpen. All the damage done off the starter Josh Culliver for Wareham. First pitch to Rudick. Misses outside, 1-0. Rudick 2 for 2 today, solo home run. To lead it off in the first, singled in the second, bunt single down the third base line. He gazes at an off-speed pitch off the outside corner there, 2-0. And boy, has Matthew Rudick needed this. The 2-0. Catches the outside corner, fastball, 2-1. Rudick just a 205 hitter coming into tonight. 9 for 44. 2-1. Line drive fouled on the third base line, 2-2. And he was a 200 hitter going into last night's game, 8 for 40. He went 0 for 3 in his first 3 at-bats before a single in the 9th inning last night. And the home run tonight, a bunt single in the second. That's a hit in 3 straight at-bats for Rudick. He takes the ball high at the chin. Count runs full. The 3-2 lofted into left center field, diving and making the catch is the left fielder Fabian. Pretty play from Judd Fabian. Retires Rudick 2 away here in the 4th, and he robs Rudick of his second 3-hit night.
He snow-coned it, making the shoestring catch. Wow.
I'm going to bring up Darren Baker, who steps into center stage. First pitch to the lefty, misses low, 1-0. The 1-0. Fouled off behind home plate. 1-1. Baker hasn't had to do much tonight. 2 walks in the first and the second inning. Came around to score in the first. The 1-1 to Iverson. Off speed on the outside corner. 1-2. 7-1, the Wareham lead. Bottom 4 here at Spillane. The 1-2. Low in the dirt, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Iverson sets and deals the 2-2. Breaking ball, slashed foul out of play on the third baseline. We'll stay at 2-2. Darren Baker has been excellent against right-handers this summer, hitting .341. 2-2 line drive, base hit center field. Darren Baker's reached all 3 times tonight. 2-out single here in the 4th. And that'll bring up Jacob Teeter.
The first baseman, number 22, Jacob Teeter from Florida Southern.
Make that .341 average go up a little bit. That's his 15th hit against right-handed pitching. It's been a little bit of a struggle for Baker against left-handed pitching, just 7 hits this summer. Jacob Teeter at the plate. First pitch from Iverson. And actually, he's going to throw over to first. It hasn't mattered for Teeter, whether it's a righty or a lefty on the mound. .306 hitter with a righty on the mound. .409 hitter with the lefty on the mound. First pitch to him. Fastball right down Main Street, 0-1. Jacob Teeter, one of the best hitters in the Cape Cod Baseball League right now. The 339 average, as Baker dives back safely once again. Is 5th in the Cape Cod Baseball League. Iverson takes a long look at Baker over at first. The 0-1. Curveball hit pretty well into deep left, but Fabian will have room, takes a few steps back and makes the catch. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left aboard for the Gatemen in the 4th. We head to the 5th. Wareham leads 7-1. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout. The 99, always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
We head to the 5th. Here at Spillane Field, Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah Karp. A 7-1 Wareham Gatemen lead over the Bourne Braves as the 9-1-2 hitters are due up here in the 5th for Bourne. But first, let's send it down to Addison van Patten on the field.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, Trey Dillard, our pitcher right now, he is coming in as a reliever. He says he's a reliever at Mizzou, too. He really likes that position. He says he honestly likes any position that allows him to pitch. He says that whether he's doing good or okay or not so okay, he just loves pitching and he's out there to just have fun. He said he's most comfortable with his fastball right now, and he's excited to be here for the whole summer. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. Dillard having a fantastic outing thus far for Wareham. 5 batters faced. 4 outs, did give up a walk, but no hits, no runs thus far.
Helps when you're working with a 6-run cushion.
And the Gatemen bats made sure that happened in the first couple of innings tonight. 7 runs on 6 hits in the first 2 innings for Wareham tonight. Giovanni DiGiacomo leads off the 5th inning for Bourne. Shows bunt and fouls it. Foul. Back off the caging. 0-1.
When you have a big lead like this, it allows you to work through your arsenal a little bit and maybe incorporate some pitches and try some things that you wouldn't normally if it was a tight ball game.
The 0-1 shows bunt again. This time pulls it back, and I'm going to say he did not go. And finally, we get a call that confirms he did not go. Third base umpire Chris Kane. It was Dillard, the pitcher, wanting a check, and no one realized it till late. 1-1, foul tipped off of the glove of Beaver. 1-2.
I think DiGiacomo caught a break, if you ask me.
You think he went around? And
I think he went around.
Chris Kane just wasn't paying attention down at third. Dillard sets the 1-2 offering. Fastball in. Once again, checked his swing, did not go. 2-2. DiGiacomo struck out to end the second inning in his only plate appearance today. The 2-2 from Dillard. Hard ground ball stopped by McCain over at third. Throws to first in time. That ball took a one-hop on the grass and kind of just died for Matt McClain. Ended up being a lot easier play than I thought it was going to be off the bat at least. 1-away here in the fifth.
DiGiacomo just tapped it off the end of the bat. Almost found the hole, but Matt McClain, who has played multiple positions for the Gatemen this summer, back at third base. And he's an awfully good fielder, especially in the infield.
In steps the Florida Gator, Judd Fabian. Takes a curveball at the knees for strike one. Fabian 1 for 2 tonight, struck out looking to begin the game in the first, singled in the third. Both of those at-bats off of Will Fleming. 0-1 breaking ball misses low, 1-1. This is his first time facing Dillard. The 1-1 to the righty. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Pretty pitch from Dillard, 1-2. Fabian had himself a night against Wareham 2 nights ago to begin the month of July. 6-1 victory for Bourne, and Fabian went 3 for 5. 1-2, low and away. Count evens up, 2-2. 3 for 5 with the double. The strikeout has been an issue for Fabian in the last few games. Five Ks in the last 3 games after just 2 in his first 5 played this summer. Dillard fires the 2-2. Line drive, diving catch made by Stevens. Chad Stevens lays out and makes the play. 2 down here in the fifth.
Wow, we were praising Matt McClain's defense. Chad Stevens, who's played a lot of third base himself, making a Superman-type dive over at shortstop. Somebody who doesn't get the start as an everyday infielder, but making the most of his opportunities.
First pitch misses outside to Glowenke, 1-0. What a play by Chad Stevens. (1-0) misses low and outside, 2-0 to Glowenke. Dillard sets, a deep breath, another pitch. Fouled off, back into the caging. Two balls and a strike to Glowenke, who's 0 for 2 today. 7-1, the Wareham lead, top 5 here at Spillane. Dillard sets and fires. Popped him up, foul territory, down the right field line. Otsuka gives chase and watches it out of play. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Glowenke popped out to McClain in foul territory in the first inning. Grounded out to Baker at second base in the third. 255 hitter coming into this game. The 2-2 from Dillard. Checked his swing on a ball in the dirt. Did he go around? No, he did not. First base umpire Doug Isham saying he held off. Count runs full, 3-2. Glowenke plays his college ball at Dallas Baptist, rising sophomore. 3-2 chop towards short. Stevens waits back, gloves, fires to first in time. Couple nice plays from Chad Stevens to end the inning. 1-2-3 fifth for Dillard. We head to the bottom of the fifth. 7-1 the Wareham lead. We'll be right back on GBN.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Dallas Beaver, Matt McClain, Cam Guangarena. The 4-5-6 hitters due up for the Gatemen as we head to the bottom of the fifth. 7-1, the Gatemen lead over Bourne. First pitch to Beaver. Gazes at a fastball off the outside edge, 1-0. Beaver today 1 for 2. The 1-0 delivery. Fastball misses low and inside, 2-0. Couple hard hit balls for Dallas Beaver. Lined out to Fabian and left his first time up. The 2-0 pitch. Hard ground ball through the hole on the left side, a base hit into left field. And Dallas Beaver is now 2 for 3 today. Leadoff single here in the fifth. Had the RBI single in the second, now a single here to lead off the fifth, and that's just his second multi-hit game of the season. And now Matt McClain steps into center stage. McClain, the UCLA Bruin, 0 for 1 with a walk today. Walked in the first inning, grounded out to the shortstop Morissette, his last time up in the second. First pitch shows bunt, pops it up down the third base line. It's caught by Warren, and Beaver was smart. He got back safely. One away here in the fifth, and in steps Cam Guangarena.
I understand the idea, but, you know, McClain, I guess you're struggling a little bit at the plate as of late, but you're up by 6. I mean,
could have been a sack bunt, too.
Could have been a sack bunt, but I would have let him just swing away.
First pitch to the lefty, Cam Guangarena. Misses high at the chin, 1-0. Guangarena with an absolute bomb to right field. His first time up, 3-run home run. His first homer of the summer. RBIs number 5, 6, and 7 for the Cal State Fullerton Titan. The 1-0 delivery from Nick Iverson. Breaking ball catches the inside corner, 1-1. Iverson back out for his third inning of work out of the bullpen. 7 runs on 6 hits for the Gatemen coming into this inning. Dallas Beaver's single was the 7th hit. All in the first 2 innings of this game off of Josh Culliver, the starter. The 1-1 to Guangarena. Fastball paints the outside corner, 1-2. Iverson has come in, and he retired 6 of the first 7 Gatemen he faced in the 3rd and the 4th before the Beaver single. Iverson sets on the first base side of the rubber. The 1-2 delivery. Fouled off, back into the caging behind home plate. Will stay at 1-2. Guangarena snapped out of a slump 2 nights ago at Bourne. Again, a 6-1 victory for the Bourne Braves over the Gatemen. Wareham looking to even up the season series tonight. Guangarena went 2 for 3, one of the bright spots for Wareham. The 1-2 pitch. Hard ground ball fouled on the first base line. Will stay at 1-2. Before that, Guangarena was 0 for 13 over a 4-game stretch and 1 for 18 over a 5-game stretch. The 2 for 3 night at Bourne was his second multi-hit game of the year. Iverson deals the 1-2. Hard ground ball right side, past the diving glove of Bruiser and into right field for a base hit. Beaver puts the brakes on at second, moves up 90 feet, and make it 3 multi-hit games this season for Cam Guangarena. That'll bring up Chad Stevens.
So 2 guys who were struggling as of late, Matt Rudick, Cam Guangarena, coming alive in the batting order tonight and proving to be the difference so far.
Rudick, the leadoff hitter tonight for the Gatemen, already 2 for 3 with a solo home run in the first. Guangarena there with the single for his second hit of the night. First pitch to the righty, Chad Stevens. Ground ball up the middle. Stop made by the shortstop Morissette. He throws to first in time. And he stepped on the second base bag as well. So Morissette turns 2 by himself. And that'll end the inning. Tough break for the Gatemen. We head to the 6th. Wareham leads 7-1. We'll be right back from Spillane Field.
One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
We head to the 6th here at Spillane Field. 7-1. The Gatemen lead over the Bourne Braves. Xavier Warren, Jackson Greer, Nick Bruiser. 3-4-5 hitters due up here in the 6th for the Gatemen. For the Braves. Warren 1 for 2 today. First pitch to the lefty. Catches the outside corner 0-1. Dillard sets, working fairly quickly. 0-1 fouled off the caging behind home plate. 0-2. Xavier Warren struck out in the first inning, singled in the third, both off of Will Fleming. This is his first at-bat against Dillard as he takes the ball low and in, 1-2. Warren, the Central Michigan Chippewa, Mid-American Conference. Chippewas had one heck of a season. Won the MAC, made it to the NCAA tournament. 1-2, looping ball, caught by Teeter down the first base line. One away here in the 6th. Good play from Jacob Teeter. And in steps Jackson Greer.
The infield defense in this game has been pretty exceptional for Wareham.
Jackson Greer steps in. The righty 0 for 2 today. Second one was a fly out to right off of Dillard. First pitch catches the outside corner, 0-1. Greer, the rising senior at East Tennessee State, playing in just his fifth game for Bourne. 4 games before tonight. Checks his swing, fouled it off behind home plate. Count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike. And that's now 0-2. The pitch, high, above the eyes. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Greer hitting 3 straight games coming into tonight. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses low. Count evens up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He went 1 for 4 with a double yesterday at Katuitt. And he had 3 of the 6 RBIs against Wareham 2 nights ago. 2-2 high. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Greer. 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 3 RBIs against Wareham at Bourne. Dillard sets and fires. The full count pitch just misses high and away. Ball 4 and Greer's on with a 1-out walk.
The first baseman, number 1, Nick Bruiser.
That'll bring up Nick Bruiser for Bourne. Sun setting here on a gorgeous night. .80 degrees at first pitch, temperature falling, and the sky, at least to our left, a pinkish color. That one hard hit out of left center. Bruiser's ball 1 hops the wall. Rudick cuts it off quickly, gets it in, and that's a stand-up double for Nick Bruiser. Greer moves to third with only 1 out. That ball was crushed. And Nick Bruiser, who just had 3 hits coming into today, is 2 for 3 with his first 2 doubles of the season.
And both those balls hit nearly to the same spot and to the deepest part of the ballpark. It's 412 out to left center field. And Bruiser hit it there 2 consecutive times. Well, 2 times in his last 3 at-bats. Probably balls that would have gone out in most ballparks, not at Spillane Field.
Brendan Rivioli, and no, it's not going to be Rivioli, I don't believe. And it will be, actually. I apologize. First pitch to the lefty. Sliced foul. 0-1. Rivioli 0 for 2 today. Popped out to Stevens at shortstop in the 2nd inning, and actually, good time to announce that Chad Stevens has moved over to third base for Wareham. Matt McLean at shortstop. Dillard sets, brings home the 0-1. Fastball high and in. Count evens up, 1 ball and 1 strike. And then he grounded out to Jacob Teeter at first base, his last time up in the 4th. Dillard sets the 1-1. Inside, and it hit Rivioli. That nicked Rivioli. And the base is now loaded for Bourne. That's going to bring up Cody Morissette. Morissette 1 for 1 with a walk tonight. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 6th. Wareham 7, Bourne 1 here at Spillane Field. And now Jerry Weinstein's going to come out and talk to Trey Dillard. I didn't see him make the signal to make a move. Looks like Dillard's going to stay in this game.
Our sound man, Jeff, is all over this mound visit right now. What do they call the President's March? I don't know. Yeah, it's something like that. I don't know. Well, Jerry Weinstein going out to talk to his relief pitcher, and how fitting. The leader of the team getting a proper introduction just 12 hours before Independence Day.
The Gatemen off on Independence Day, and we are going to get a new pitcher. So Weinstein, I'm going to guess, was talking to Dillard for a little bit to give a chance for whoever's coming in this game to warm up a little more. We'll see who it is when we come back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Welcome back up to the booth. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah Karp. Pitching change for the Gatemen is brought to you by Bay Point Club. It's going to be Austin Weiermiller on the mound. Bases loaded for Bourne. 1 out, but you just got some food delivered to you.
I did, courtesy of our beat writer Ryan LeMay, and I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to do a food review in the booth, and we have a food truck outside. It's Big Daddy's Fried Chicken, 5 years of business, 5+ years of business from Wareham, Massachusetts. You can find them on Facebook. Boy, I'm excited. Are you going to try this chicken with me, Gabe?
It's all you.
There are 5 people. Look at this chicken. It's huge. I can't wait for this. All right, Javik's going to try some chicken with me. Ryan's going to have a piece of chicken. Gabe, you're missing out, buddy.
I'm all right.
Are you ready? Here we go. I've never seen myself watch chicken on camera. We're still on camera. You might want to turn away. This is probably going to be pretty gross.
We need reviews here, people.
I'd say very good. 10 out of 10. Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
This is really good. Best fried chicken I've ever had.
This is...
All right.
Big Daddy's knows how to do that fried chicken. Oh, my.
1 out of 10?
10 out of 10.
What's your review? 1 out of 10. You give it a 10?
Yeah, I give him a 10.
He gives him a 10.
Big Daddy's. Check him out on Facebook.
We've got
in Wareham, Massachusetts.
We've got 3 10s.
Look at this chicken. It's ridiculous.
We've got 3 10s up here in the booth. You keep eating that fried chicken.
Oh,
my
I will.
friend.
You know it.
Weiermiller on the bump for the Gatemen. First pitch outside, 1-0. He's got to work his way out of a bases-loaded jam. All 3 runners responsible to Trey Dillard. The 1-0. Misses low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Weiermiller from Stanford. 5'11", 180-pound lefty, making his 3rd appearance of this season for the Gatemen. 3 innings pitched in his first 2 appearances. That pitch way outside, 3-0. Weiermiller a ball away from walking home a run. In his 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run given up, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. He struggled with his command just a little bit. The 3-0. Fastball right down Main Street. Get me over fastball does just that. 3-1. Jonah Karp eating away at this fried chicken up here. The 3-1. Catches the outside corner, 3-2. Big pitch from Weiermiller. Needs another strike here. Morissette, RBI single in the second, walked his last time up. The 3-2. Popped him up pretty deep center. Rudick ranges back, makes the catch, but this is going to get the job done. Scoring from third is Greer. Sacrifice fly, RBI number 2 tonight for Morissette. RBI number 3 of the season. And it's 7-2 Gatemen here in the 6th. Bruiser stays put at second. Rivioli on first, and in steps Kyler Fedko. Again, that run will be charged to Trey Dillard, who pitched 2 2/3 tonight for Wareham. The line on Dillard right now, 2 2/3 innings pitched. 1 hit given up, 2 walks and a K. First pitch just misses off the outside corner, a little low, 1-0 to Kyler Fedko. Fedko 1 for 2 tonight, singled in the second, popped out to Baker at second base in the 4th. The 1-0 from the lefty Weiermiller. Fastball high, he went around though, Fedko did, 1-1. Fedko now 4 for 23 to begin his summer. Weiermiller a long look in. The 1-1 of the Yukon Husky, flared right field. Foul territory, Teeter, the first baseman, makes the catch. Weiermiller does an excellent job out of the bullpen. The run charged to Dillard. It's 1 run on only 1 hit. A walk and a hit by pitch helped out Bourne. And it's 7-2 Gatemen as we head to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
We head to the bottom of the 6th here in Wareham. 7-2 the Gatemen lead over the Bourne Braves. Mike Antico, Toro Otsuka, Matthew Rudick, 8-9-1 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the 6th. Antico takes a ball low there, 1-0. Mike Antico, 0 for 2 today. Flew out to Fabian in left field his first time up. Flew out to Fedko in right field his last time up as he fouls that one off. Count even 1 ball and 1 strike. New pitcher in here in the 6th. Jared Poland pitching for Bourne. He's an infielder, position player pitching. 2-1, popped up, foul, out of play on the third baseline. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Nick Iverson's book is closed. Iverson goes 3 innings, gives up 3 hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. He was excellent out of the bullpen after Wareham struck 6 times as Antico skies one to deep right there, but foul. Count stays 2-2. It was 7 runs, 6 hits off of the starter Culliver tonight for Wareham. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball catches the outside corner, strike 3. Strikeout number 1 for Poland, 108 here in the 6th.
Poland this season at the University of Louisville as a freshman. He was a two-way player. Batted just .211, but had a .450 ERA on the mound. 18 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts.
He has not pitched this summer. Otsuka shows bunt, pulls it back, takes the ball high and away. 1-0. Otsuka 1 for 2 today. Singled in the 2nd, grounded out to Bruiser at first base in the 4th. The 1-0 from Poland. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Otsuka in right field today for the Gatemen. A .296 hitter coming into this game. The 1-1. Hard hit, one hopper past the diving glove of Bruiser at first base and into right field for a base hit. It's a multi-hit day for Toru Otsuka. His 2nd of the season, his first since June 14th against Orleans. 1 out single here in the 6th brings up Matthew Rudick. Rudick already has himself a multi-hit day. 2 for 3. Solo home run in the 1st, his first home run of the year. Bunt single in the 2nd, and then lined out to Fabian in left field his last time up. First pitch to the lefty. Slashed foul down the third base line, 0-1. That was a diving catch made by Fabian in left. We've had a couple diving catches tonight. Fabian robbed Rudick of his 2nd 3-hit night of the season. Otsuka on first, 7-2 the Gatemen lead, bottom 6. Otsuka thought about taking off, puts on the brakes, and Rudick fouls off a pitch down the left field line. 0-2. Matthew Rudick came into today just a .205 hitter. He's needed a night like this to get going. Poland up in the count, 0-2. Throws over to first. Otsuka back safely without a dive. Rudick against right-handed pitching this summer, a .241 hitter. The 0-2. High at the chin, 1 ball and 2 strikes. He has struggled against lefties, a .133 hitter, just 2 hits. What's helped that? Both pitchers he's faced tonight have been righties, and now Poland here a righty as well. Poland sets at the belt, the 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, count evens up, 2-2. Rudick steps out, a big deep breath. Now steps back in. Open stance on the left side. Bat waving above his back shoulder. The 2-2. Foul tips it back into the glove of Greer. Greer hangs on for strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Poland. 2 away here in the 6th. Otsuka stays put at first, and in steps Darren Baker. Baker tonight, 1 for 1 with 2 walks. Walk in the first, walk in the second, single in the 4th. First pitch to him on the outside corner for strike 1. And Baker is now 5 for his last 10 with those 2 walks. Only a couple of strikeouts. This being game 3 of that stretch. The 0-1. Low and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. It hasn't mattered if the Gatemen have been at home or on the road this season. Darren Baker's been excellent. 1-1 chopped on the third base line, gloved by Warren, and he throws to first wide. That gets past the first baseman, Bruiser. Otsuka at third, he gets the halt sign. Baker moves to second. And that keeps the inning alive for Wareham. We'll see if that's ruled a hit or an error. That would have been a close play at first.
And that was a real tough play for the third baseman, Warren, to make. It was a high chopper that he had to almost pick out of the air like it was a popped-up bunt, but then fire over to first to retire the speedy Darren Baker, one of the fastest players on the Gatemen roster, one of the fastest players in the CCBL. He knew he had to make a quick throw, and like you said, Gabe, I'm not sure he would have gotten him.
So the ruling is going to be exactly what you thought. Not sure he would have gotten him. First pitch to Teeter. Catches the outside corner 0-1. So they're going to mark it a single, and then he goes to everybody advances on the air. Otsuka advances to third on the air. Baker advances to second on the air by the third baseman, Warren. So Darren Baker, a multi-hit night. His third straight 2-hit night. The 0-1 to Teeter. Chopped foul. Off the light post. Near the Bourne dugout, bounces back into play. 0-2.
Darren Baker, another guy who was quietly struggling as of late. At one point went through a 3 for 28 stretch and
3 for 22.
3 for 22, my apologies. But now he's starting to pick things back up, and exactly what we've seen in the beginning of the season.
The 0-2 to Teeter. Down low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the reason you say kind of is even in that 3 for 22 stretch, he had a hit in 3 of those 6 games.
Right.
Never seemed like he was really in a slump, but I think he'd classify 3 for 22 as a slump. 1-2 curveball slashed foul out of play on the third baseline. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. And boys, he snapped out of it. With that single, now 6 for his last 11 with 2 walks. Teeter 1 for 3 tonight. RBI double in the first. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball towards second. Glowenke charges, gloves, throws to first in time. No runs on 2 hits, 2 left aboard for the Gatemen in the bottom of the 6th. 7-2, the Gatemen lead. We head to the 7th. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Come as you are, sit down and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen.
Top of the 7th here at Spillane Field. Welcome into the broadcast booth. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah Karp. 9-1 two-hitters due up for Bourne in a game that's been all Wareham here today. 7-2 the Gatemen lead. Let's send it down to Addison van Patten on the field.
Right now, we are on a 6-day pitching rotation. That is the plans for the future. I talked to pitching coach staff member Tim Smith. Now, he said we were going to go on that 6-day rotation. We're going to have one bullpen day, of course, because we've had no off days and have none in the near future except for tomorrow. And he's really excited to have those 6 starters, of course, have our relievers in their set, and just get into that rhythm. Throwing it back to you guys.
Thanks, Addison. All 7 runs for the Gatemen tonight coming in the first 2 innings. Bourne has scratched across a couple here, but the Gatemen still lead 7-2 as Austin Weiermiller delivers a pitch outside. 1-0 to Giovanni DiGiacono. The 9-hole. Judd Fabian, Jimmy Glowenke, the next 2 due up. Swing and a miss from DiGiacono there. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch catches the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. DiGiacono tonight 0 for 2. Struck out in the second, grounded out to, at the time, it was McLean at third, his last time up, as he fouls one off there to stay alive, 1-2. Chad Stevens now over at third base for the Gatemen. The 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First strikeout for Austin Weiermiller. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Buller. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 1 away here in the 7th, and that brings up Judd Fabian. Fabian watches a pitch outside, 1-0. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Struck out in the first inning, singled in the third. Now the 1-0 from Weiermiller. Off speed at the knees for a strike, 1-1. And then sent a rocket to shortstop in the 5th, and Chad Stevens laid out to make an excellent catch. 1-1 fastball up high, 2-1. That was one heck of a play from Chad Stevens. The 2-1 from Weiermiller. Way outside. 3-1. Weiermiller, the Stanford Cardinal, sets and deals the 3-1 to the Florida Gator. Catches the outside corner. 3-2. One down, top of the 7th, 7-2, the Gatemen lead. The full count pitch, low and in, ball 4. And Weiermiller walks his first batter tonight. That'll bring up Jimmy Glowenke. Slow-moving night here at Spillane Field. Lots of runs early for the Gatemen to make it 7-0, and then Bourne's made it 7-2. First pitch on the inside corner at the knees. 0-1. Excuse me, it was 5-1, then 7-1, and now Bourne's made it 7-2. Glowenke's 0 for 3 tonight. 0-1 curveball, line drive, hits off the second base bag and into center field for a base hit. Austin Weiermiller somehow got out of the way there. That ball missed him by about a foot. It's a 1-out single for Glowenke.
And because that bounced off the bag, it almost accentuated the speed of the baseball. So instead of first and third, now you have first and second because the ball moved that much faster into center field.
Oh, you're saying if the ball doesn't hit the bag, you don't think it gets to Rudick?
I think it dies in the grass and it rolls to Rudick.
And now Weiermiller's day is done. Manager Jerry Weinstein pulling Weiermiller here with 1 out in the 7th and 2 on. We'll get a pitching change. We'll be right back on GBN.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap. Pitching change here in the top of the 7th for the Gatemen. Pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club. Jack Anger on to pitch here in the 7th for Wareham. First and second, 1 out is the situation. Xavier Warren about to step to the plate for Bourne. 7-2 the Gatemen lead. Jerry Weinstein deciding to pull Austin Weiermiller after he gives up the walk and the hit here in the 7th. Weiermiller's line, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit. Book not quite closed. He's responsible for both runners on. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And the Washington Husky will try to work his way out of a jam here in the 7th.
Jack Anger, the new pitcher in for Austin Weiermiller, making his 4th appearance, has gone 4 innings deep, giving up 5 hits, 3 earned runs. Has walked 3, struck out 4. An ERA of 6.75 so far as a Gateman.
And his last appearance was his worst. First 2 appearances, only 1 inning pitched in each. He went a perfect inning June 23rd at Orleans. June 16th against Chatham, he gave up 1 earned run on a couple of hits. As he sets and deals, first pitch to the lefty, Warren. Just misses inside, 1-0. His last appearance at Katuitt on June 29th, 11-3 loss for the Gatemen. He allowed 2 runs on 3 hits, gave up 2 walks in just 2 innings. The 1-0 to Warren. Fastball high at the chin, 2-0. Warren, the Central Michigan Chippewa. 1 for 3 tonight, singled in the 3rd, sandwiched between a strikeout in the 1st and a line out to Jacob Teeter at 1st in the 6th. The 2-0. Fastball right down Main Street, 2-1. Warren struggled to start the season. Just a .220 hitter coming into tonight, but he was 3 for his last 10 coming into tonight, including a 2 for 3 day against Wareham 2 nights ago. 6-1 victory for Bourne. The 2-1 from Anger. Paints the outside corner. Good pitch, 2-2. Fabian on second after the walk. Glowenke on first after the single. Wareham with a cushion, a 7-2 lead here in the top of the 7th. Anger a long look, sets on the first base side of the rubber. Checks second, now the 2-2. Hard ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Rudick gloves out in center. Fabian going home, the throw to the plate, cut off by Teeter. It's an RBI single for Xavier Warren. Fabian scores 7-3, the Gatemen lead.
Anger just left it up in the zone, and Warren popped it right back up the middle. Good piece of hitting from Warren. Not great pitching from Anger.
Jackson Greer steps into center stage. 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Dallas Beaver, the catcher, going to come out and give some signs to his infield with first and second and 1 out. Greer popped out to Stevens at shortstop in the second, flew out to right field in the third. Walked his last time up. First pitch, high and tight, 1-0. Greer also had a multi-hit day against Wareham 2 nights ago, 2 for 4 with a couple of doubles, 3 RBIs. He was our player to watch tonight. No hits thus far. 1-0, fastball at the upper part of the zone, 1-1. This is a Bourne team who right now has the worst offense in the league. Last in hits, last in RBIs. 216 average is second, tied for last, I should say, in the league. 1-1 curveball drops in at the knees, 1-2. They came alive 2 nights ago at Bourne, 6-1 win for the Braves over the Gatemen. Kind of shocked us. It was really only 2 bad innings for Gatemen pitching. 3 runs in the first, 3 runs in the 7th of that game for Bourne. 1-2, sliced foul out of play. Down that first base line, 1-2 stays the count. Tonight, Wareham has done an excellent job. 3 runs on 8 hits for Bourne. And 4 of those hits have come in the last 2 innings. First 5 innings, Bourne struggled. Swing and a miss at a curveball. No, Beaver couldn't hang on, and that ball must have been foul tipped. I honestly couldn't tell from up here. And the count stays 1-2. Anger sets. Unleashes the 1-2 pitch. That one misses high and away. Count evens up 2-2. Greer, a newcomer to this Bourne team. This is just his 5th game. 4 hits in his first 4 games. The 2-2. Down low, count full, and Jack Anger is a ball away from loading the bases. Not a bad crowd here at Spillane Field tonight, by the way. Gatemen fans showing out. 4th of July tomorrow. Cape Cod starting to get a little more busy. The 3-2, and now Anger steps off. The full count pitch. Fouled off, back into the caging. We'll stay at 3-2. Glowenke on second, Warren on first. It's been a long 7th inning. Started with Austin Weiermiller striking out McKenzie before giving up a walk and a hit. Anger comes in to pitch, gives up the RBI single. And he just works at a much slower pace than really any of the Gatemen pitchers we've seen tonight. 3-2. Sliced foul out of play on the first base line. Count runs full. Count stays full, I should say. Long at-bat. This will be pitch number 10. Jack Anger has already thrown 14 pitches. We're now 2 hours and 15 minutes into this game here in the 7th. The payoff. Hits him. Fastball inside, and that'll load the bases. Glowenke to third, Warren to second. And that'll bring up Nick Bruiser.
Jack Enger, somebody who doesn't typically struggle with his command. You look at his numbers from Washington this year, 61 strikeouts in 45 innings, just 17 walks. The whole year, an ERA of 3.20 in 28 separate appearances.
And now all of a sudden here with Wareham, he had 3 walks in his first 4 innings pitched. And then he hits Campbell right there. Dallas Beaver went out to the mound. Has a conversation with his battery mate. The meeting between Bourne and Wareham 2 nights ago was the first of the season between these two teams. The Braves and the Gatemen will play, well, it was 6 times in July. This is the 2nd time, so they'll play 4 more times over the next month. And now Jerry Weinstein's going to come out of the dugout. And every time Weinstein has come out tonight, he's made a move. It's not always the case. But let's see if he takes the ball.
Miller had a short leash. Dillard with a relatively short leash.
Anytime someone has gotten a little bit of trouble tonight, Weinstein hasn't hesitated.
You look at the numbers for Bourne this season, and they don't scare you on the stat sheet offensively, but they put up 6 runs in the first game against Wareham and a chance to rally here in the 7th.
Anger didn't get an out. He gets pulled. Another pitching change here in the 7th. We'll be right back from Spillane Field.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Second pitching change brought to you by Bay Point Club here in the 7th for the Gatemen. Ben Leeper on to throw for Wareham. He's in a sticky situation. Bases loaded. 1 down, top of the 7th. Tying run at the plate for Bourne. 7-3, the Gatemen lead. And the book hasn't even closed on Austin Weiermiller, who started this inning. Weiermiller got a strikeout, gave up a walk and a hit. Anger then gave up an RBI single to Warren and then hit Campbell with a pitch. And now the first pitch from Ben Leeper catches the outside corner for strike one.
Ben Leeper, with his 4th appearance of the season, he's pitched in 3 innings, given up 2 hits. He's walked 1, struck out 3, and he has a save, has yet to give up an earned run.
Leeper out of Oklahoma State. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses just low and away, 1-1. Leeper has a fastball that will be in the low to mid-90s. He's had 2 Tommy John surgeries. The 1-1. Sliced foul at a plate on the first base line, 1-2. Actually touched 100 miles an hour as a junior in high school. Then he had to have Tommy John. Stock dropped a little bit. Got to Oklahoma State, had to have Tommy John surgery for the 2nd time. And he's made his way back. 1-2 gets away, and nobody decides to move. Obviously, it's everybody waiting on Jimmy Glowenke at third base, but that ball trickled from Beaver pretty far. And Leeper, well, it's just another ball, 2-2. He gets lucky.
That was a bad read by Glowenke. It's also kind of on Bruiser to wave him along, be like, hey, that ball skipped away. You should come home to score.
Excellent point, my friend.
Thank you.
Bruiser 2 for 3 tonight. Couple of doubles, both in the left center field gap. He has crushed a couple of balls. 2-2 slider misses low and away. Count full. That slider from Leeper is nasty. Starts in on righties. Will run away. Also works with that fastball. A ball here brings home a run. This game was 7-1 Wareham in the 2nd. The pitch, low, ball 4. It brings home Glowenke, which closes the book on Weiermiller. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout for Weiermiller. Warren moves to 3rd, Campbell to 2nd. Bruiser on 1st for Brendan Rivioli.
Sometimes when managers come out, and because they have short leashes on pitchers, they say, you know what, you don't have it tonight, let's bring in a fresh arm. Well, so far the buttons that Jerry Weinstein has pushed in this inning alone haven't worked.
We're going to get a pinch hitter. Kyle Hess will pinch hit for Rivioli. And, well, it might be because Brendan Rivioli is 2 for 28 this season. He just can't get anything going. Kyle Hess steps in. Well, he's not much better, 4 for 26. Hess is 1 for his last 12. Plays his college ball with the Pittsburgh Panthers. First pitch to the lefty. Catches the outside corner, 0-1. Hess went 0 for 3 with a strikeout last night at Katuitt. The 0-1. Slider right down the heart of the plate, 0-2. Man, that's a good pitch. He did not play against Wareham a couple of nights ago. Leeper sets, brings home the 0-2. Low in the dirt, good block from Beaver. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strikes out a ton too, does Hess. 11 Ks, 6 in his last 4 games. Has a strikeout in every game he's played in but 1, 8 of 9. The 1-2 from Leeper. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball down low. Strike 3. First strikeout for Leeper brought to you by Lang Exa Forrest and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. And Leeper's an out away from getting out of the bases loaded jam.
Boy, was that needed, not only for Ben Leeper, but for this whole Gatemen team. Big strikeout.
Tying run on first, go-ahead run at the plate. Cody Morissette steps in from the left side. First pitch misses away. 1-0. The 1-0 to Morissette. Catches the outside corner that time, 1-1. Cody Morissette is 0 for 2 with the bases loaded this summer. Tonight, he's 1 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice fly. His hit was an RBI single, too. He's got 2 RBIs tonight after just 1 all season. 1-1 broken bat, flare out to short. Matt McLean makes the catch. A big sigh of relief for the Gatemen. 2 more runs across for Bourne in the 7th, but it's still a 7-4 lead. And it's time to stretch here at Spillane Field. Let's play Take Me Out to the ballgame. We'll be right back on GBN.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezza Luna restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezza Luna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezza Luna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
We head to the bottom of the 7th here at Spillane Field. First pitch to Dallas Beaver. Catches the outside corner, 0-1. Beaver, McLean, Cam Guangarena, 5-6-7 hitters. 4-5-6 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the 7th. 7-4, the Gatemen lead over the Bourne Braves. 0-1 skied out of play on the left field line, 0-2. J.P. Woodward into pitch here in the bottom of the 7th for Bourne. So Jared Poland out of the pen just goes 1 inning. Gives up 2 hits, no runs, strikes out 2. The 0-2 to Beaver. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on an off-speed pitch. 1 away here in the 7th.
J.P. Woodward from Lafayette College in Baltimore. Well, his native hometown is Baltimore. 9.82 ERA so far for the Braves in 3 2/3 innings. He's given up 3 hits. He started a game. This is his 4th appearance. 4 earned runs in those 3 2/3 coming into this one.
First pitch at the knees of Matt McLean, 0-1.
The big problem has been command so far for Woodward. 3 strikeouts, but 6 walks in 3 2/3 innings.
The 0-1 to McLean misses inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. McLean 0 for 2 with the walk tonight. Walked in the first. Grounded out and popped out in the second and the fifth. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big cut by McLean. Swung right over top of a fastball. 1-2. Matt McLean in a slump right now after starting the season hot for Wareham. The 1-2 way high above the head of McLean. 2-2. McLean coming into tonight hitless in his last 3 games, 0 for 10. So he's now 0 for his last 12. The walk in the first inning was the first time he's reached base in the last now 4 games. The 2-2. Curveball popped up pretty deep right, but ranging back is Fedko. He makes the catch right above the bill of his cap. 2 away. So Matt McLean, after going through a 7 for 18 stretch in the previous 4 games, is now 0 for 13 in his last 4 games, if you include tonight. Cam Guangarena steps in from the left side. First pitch at the knees for strike 1. Guangarena 2 for 3 tonight. He's had a big night. His 3rd multi-hit game of the season. 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. 3-run bomb over the right field fence in the first inning. RBIs number 5, 6, and 7 for Guangarena. And then he sent a deep shot to center that was caught. He got just under it. 1-1 misses outside, 2-1. And then he singled in the 5th. 7-4 the Gatemen lead, bottom 7. This was a 7-1 game. Bourne got 1 in the 6th, 2 in the top half of this inning to make it 7-4. 2-1. Guangarena swings through a fastball. Count evens up 2-2. Guangarena now with back-to-back multi-hit games. He didn't play yesterday, but was also 2 for 3 at Bourne a couple of days ago. That's after an 0 for 13 stretch. 2-2. Just got a piece of it. Fouled off back behind home plate. We'll stay at 2-2. The 2-2 from Woodward. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Guangarena goes down swinging. 2 strikeouts for Woodward here in the 7th. Apologize about that. There was a mosquito that flew up in our booth, and, well, we had to swat it away. We head to the 8th. Jonah Karp will have your play-by-play. 7-4, the Gatemen lead. We'll be right back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
8-9-1 in the Braves order, due up. Top of the 8th inning. Gatemen by 3, 7-4. Ben Leeper back on the pump for Wareham. Kyler Fedko, Giovanni DiGiacomo, Judd Fabian, the three due up. First pitch over the heart of the plate to Fedko, 0-1. Kyler Fedko, 1 for 3. He singled in the second inning. Has since flown out twice, both flyouts, not leaving the infield. Baker caught one, Teeter caught one. The second baseman and the first baseman, respectively. Pitch outside, 1-1. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison van Patten with you. Thanks for sticking around on this Wednesday evening. It's become a relatively close ball game. The pitch from Leaper, fisted foul, 1-2. Gatemen had as large of a lead as 6. They were up 7-1 after the second inning. The Braves have since cut it to 3. And a lot of baseball still to be played. This is on pace to be the longest game for Wareham this season. Pitch low and away, 2-2. Their longest contest was 2 hours and 49 minutes. We went on the air at 6:15 for the pregame show. First pitch was at 6:45. Pitch low and away, 3 balls and 2 strikes. It's now 9:20, just turned 9:20 on the East Coast. So if this pace continues, it will be the longest game for Wareham this season. The payoff. Low and in, ball 4. Kyler Fedko works a leadoff walk. Top of the 8th inning, runners on first base, nobody out. Giovanni DiGiacomo, the number 9 batter, the new man up. Ben Leaper is the 5th different pitcher used tonight for Wareham. Started with Will Fleming, then Trey Dillard, Austin Weiermiller, Jack Enger, now Ben Leaper. DiGiacomo 0 for 3. First pitch. Rocketed, base hit. Hit on the ground and rolls into left field. DiGiacomo rounds first, stops there. Fedko pulls in at second. Runners on first and second in the top of the 8th. DiGiacomo now 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts and now a single. And that'll bring up the top of the order man, Judd Fabian, who's 1 for 3. Rather, we're going to have a pinch hitter. Cade Beloso is going to come in for Fabian. So Fabian's night is over. He went 1 for 3, reached base twice with a single and a walk. And Cade Beloso will step into the box with 2 on and nobody out. Beloso, the tying run. 7-4 Wareham. Leaper buys some time on the mound. Cade Beloso from St. Bernard, Louisiana, rising sophomore at LSU. First pitch to him. Bounces under the glove of Beaver. It rolls behind him and both runners advance. Now 2 in scoring position. Fedko moves over to third. DiGiacomo moves over to second. Still nobody out in the top of the 8th. And a 1-ball, no-strike count to Beloso.
And quite frankly, the 6th, 7th, and now 8th innings for Wareham have been an absolute nightmare. Bourne gets 1 run in the 6th, but it could have been a lot more. Walk, a hit by pitch, a double in the 6th. Loaded the bases. Weiermiller got out of it.
The 1-0 waved at and missed, 1-1.
After Trey Dillard got pulled. And then after the strikeout to begin the 7th, there was already 1 away. The 7th was walk, single, RBI single, hit by pitch, walk. To score 2 runs, and the bases were still loaded with only 1 out.
Leaper deals the 1-1. At the top of the strike zone, 1-2.
And Ben Leaper came in and bailed out Wareham with a strikeout and a bloop out. But now Leaper's struggling here in the 8th. The walk and the single. Runners on second and third, tying run at the plate.
And still nobody out in the top of the 8th. The 1-2. Lifted in the air, a foul ball, out of play. Count holds at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cade Beloso batted .279 at LSU this year. 10 homers, 52 RBIs. Played last summer in the Great Lakes. 2 in scoring position, nobody out. Fedko at third, DiGiacomo at second. Top of the 8th. The pitch from Leaper. Skips in the dirt. This time Beaver makes the stop. But the count evens up, 2-2. Jimmy Glowenke on deck. Glowenke's 1 for 4. Leaper comes set at the letters. Kicks, delivers the pitch. High chopper down the first base line, picked up in foul ground by Teeter circling in. So the count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and we'll do it again. This is a tale of 2 halves for the Wareham Gatemen. They open with a scoring barrage, 2 homers, 5 runs across in the first inning, 2 more in the second inning, since the bats have gone silent. Pitch just misses, and the count runs full. Fedko on third, he walked. DiGiacomo on second, he singled. Both advanced 90 feet after a ball skipped away from Beaver. Still nobody out. The payoff from Leaper. Inside, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Tying run at first. Second walk of the inning. Still nobody out, and Jimmy Glowacki can take the lead with this at-bat. Cade Beloso comes in as a pinch hitter for Judd Fabian. And a walk, single, and walk loads the bases. Ben Leaper in a predicament.
Jerry Weinstein has been, or had, a quick leash all night. I'm very, very curious to see how long he lets Leaper go.
First pitch to Glowacki is tapped out to right field, not very deep. Otsuka charging in, makes the catch on the run, and a strong throw in keeps everybody at their respective bases.
About the best result you could get. Actually, probably is the best result you could get if you're a Leaper there. Great job by Otsuka to read that ball and get a running start in, even if Fedko would have tried to score. I think Otsuka guns him out. And basically the same result as a strikeout there. A double play even would have scored a run for Bourne and made it 7-5. So now let's see if Leaper can get a ground ball and get out of the inning with a double play.
This is a different looking outfield than we've seen the last few weeks. First pitch to Warren is chopped right side, a foul ball. 0-1. Otsuka playing right field, Antico playing left field, Rudick out in center. Braden Ward getting the day off for the first time in a little while. Xavier Warren, the new batter, he's 2 for 4. A single in his last at-bat in the 7th, a single in the 3rd. Comes to bat here with the bases loaded, 1 away, top of the 8th. Tying run at first. First pitch. Over the outside corner. Actually, that was the second pitch, 0-2. Walk, single, and walk loaded the bases. Jimmy Glowacki just flew out to right. 0-2 count to Xavier Warren. Fedko at third, DiGiacomo at second, Beloso at first. The 0-2. High chopper, right side of the infield, picked up by Teeter, the first baseman, tosses over to Leaper, covering at first. He got him! A run comes home, but a big out for Ben Leaper. 2 away.
Wow, what a close play that was, too. I mean, that was about as close as you can get from bases loaded, still only 1 out. Well, and the run still would have scored. Instead, there's 2 outs. Leaper's an out away from getting out of the jam. Bourne still in an excellent position to tie this game up. 7-5, tying run on second. A base hit probably scores 2 with the way this outfield grass can die some balls down and with how deep the Wareham outfield is playing.
Jacob Campbell, the new batter. He came in for Jackson Greer. Now there's runners on second and third, 2 away in the top of the 8th, 1 run home in the inning, a 7-5 lead for Wareham. And Jerry Weinstein is going to go out to the mound. 5 different pitchers have been used tonight for Wareham. The entire infield's going to converge. Let's see if this is it for Ben Leaper. Cade Beloso at second base. Giovanni DiGiacomo at first. Or at third, rather. Kyler Fedko just came home to score. Gatemen holding on to a 2-run lead. It's 7-5 right now at Spillane Field. Temperature has dropped to about 75 degrees. And it looks like, for the first time tonight, Jerry Weinstein is going to go back to the dugout without a pitching change. Ben Leeper staying alive for at least one more pitcher. 2 away, Gatemen by 2. Jacob Campbell, the new batter. He was hit by pitch in his first and only plate appearance. Came in the 7th inning. Came in for Jackson Greer, went 0 for 2, 2 flyouts and a walk.
And I think that's the right move. Let Leeper get out of this inning. He's got 2 straight outs after the struggle walk, single walk with the righty-on-righty matchup.
First pitch to Campbell. Waved at and missed. Pitch downstairs. 0-1. Jacob Campbell from Wisconsin. Rising sophomore at the University of Illinois. Batted just a $196 this year. 36th round pick by the Cubs in 2018. Hit 2 homers, 11 RBIs. The pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1-1. Tying run in scoring position, the tying run at second base. Beloso represents that tying run. DiGiacomo over at third. Campbell in the box as the potential go-ahead run. 1-1 the count. The pitch. Cut on and missed. 1-2. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you on this Wednesday evening. The eve of Independence Day. Fireworks going on in the background. The 1-2. Cut on and missed, strike 3. Biggest strikeout of the night for Gatemen pitching. It comes from Ben Leeper. Only 1 run across in the 8th inning. Ben Leeper was in a predicament. Got out of a bases loaded with nobody out situation, having given up just 1 run. Leeper pulling a rabbit out of his cap. What a job by him. Jacob Campbell strikes out to end the top of the 8th. A strikeout brought to you by Langix, Safaris, and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. We head to the bottom of the 8th. The Gatemen will look to tack on some more insurance before trying to close it out when we return for the 9th. Stick around on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen.
Bottom 3 coming up for the Wareham Gatemen in the bottom of the 8th inning. Gatemen holding on to a 2-run advantage right now. They led by as many as 6. The score 7-5. You go back to the 2nd inning. The Gatemen had a 7-1 advantage. First pitch from Woodward. Skips inside. Stevens watches it. 1 ball, no strikes. Chad Stevens 0 for 3, a line out, a fly out, and he hit into a double play to end the 5th. The 1-0. Taken inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Mike Antico on deck, Tora Otsuka behind him. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you on the Gatemen Baseball Network. The 2-0 from Woodward. Right down the pipe, 2-1. The Gatemen hit 2 home runs tonight. Both of them came in the first inning. The 2-1. Chopper back up the middle. It rolls right to Glowenke. The second baseman makes a strong toss to first in time to retire Chad Stevens by a stride. 1 away. Good play from Glowenke. First out of the inning, Mike Antico up next. The skies have gone black, but also a bit foggy.
Hazy.
Hazy.
Yeah.
Because of the fireworks going on. First pitch to Antico, roller right back to the second baseman Glowenke. This one an easier toss, and he throws out Antico for the second out. It's the night before Independence Day, and this night started with Gatemen fireworks. But since the bats have gone silent. Toru Otsuka, the number 9 man, comes to bat with nobody on base and 2 away. Otsuka has a multi-hit night. 2 singles, a single in the second, a single in the 6th. Ground out sandwiched in between. 2 ground outs in this inning. A long night for the Wareham Gatemen. First pitch. Taken upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. We have just reached the 2-hour 50 mark, meaning this is the longest game that the Gatemen have played this season. The 1-0. Taken low and away, 2 balls and no strikes.
Which honestly, we've played some pretty smooth baseball. The fact that we haven't had a game reach 3 hours yet and we're 17 games into the season, not a bad thing.
The 2-0. Misses outside, 3 balls and no strikes.
And I can't do math, 18 games into the season.
I wasn't going to correct you. You could have just let that sit.
9 plus 8 plus 1 is 18.
You made it a lot closer than I would have. The 3-0. Inside ball 4. It wasn't even close. A 4-pitch walk to Toru Otsuka to put a man on first with 2 away, and we're back to the top of the order with Matt Rudick.
Woodward had retired the first 5 Gatemen he faced tonight. First base runner for the Gatemen since the 6th. Didn't have anybody in the 7th. Seems like longer than that with how long the top half of these innings have been going.
Toru Otsuka goes back to the dugout. Braden Ward is going to stand on first base as a pinch runner.
And quite frankly, this is just to see if Ward can swipe second.
First pitch over the outer half for a strike to Rudick, 0-1.
Fastest kid on the team, 11 for 12 in stolen bases. See if you can get over into scoring position and see if Matt Rudick can come through.
Runner on first, 2 away, Gatemen by 2. The pitch misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike to Rudick.
Ward not getting any sort of jump right now on the lefty, actually leaning back toward the first base bag as Woodward delivers.
Long look in from Woodward, now comes set at the letters. Checks over at first, kicks, delivers, pitch low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike to Rudick. Matt Rudick, 2 for 4 tonight. He struck out, he's flown out. But led off the bottom of the first with a solo homer, his first of the season. The pitch. On the outside corner, 2-2. He singled in the second inning. Big night at the plate for Rudick. Someone who's needed it. One of 5 different players tonight for the Gatemen with multi-hit nights. 2-2 the count with 2 away and a runner on first. Braden Ward dances, now runs, pitch low and away, throw down to second's a pretty good one, but not in time to get Braden Ward. He swipes the bag, and it's a 3-2 count to Matt Rudick.
Yeah, that was the perfect combination for Ward to take off on. Off-speed pitch, low and away, bounced in the dirt. You're not going to get Braden Ward on that. That wasn't even close. I think even if the pitch was fine and didn't bounce, Ward beats an off-speed pitch.
Chopper toward the center of the diamond. Glowenke waits, fires to first in time to retire Rudick, and that'll do it for the 8th. Braden Ward left stranded after a 2-out walk was issued to Toru Otsuka. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. We're through 8. Gatemen trying to close it out, up by 2 when we return on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Stick around.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stonepath Malt has got you covered. Stonepath Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout. The 99, always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Landon Rupp, the new pitcher, in the top of the ninth inning. Trying to close it out, Nick Bruiser, Kyle Hess, Cody Morissette. 5, 6, and 7 in the Braves order. Due up with the Braves trailing by 2. 7-5. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you on this Wednesday evening. Nick Bruiser, the first man up. He has a multi-hit night. 2 extra base hits tonight. 2 doubles. The first one came back in the second inning. The second one came in the 6th. He has a strikeout and also a walk, so he's 2 for 3. Leads things off in the top of the 9th. First pitch from Rupp. Broken bat tapper on the ground, right side of the infield, scooped up by Baker, the second baseman, goes to first. 1 pitch and 1 out in the top of the 9th inning.
That's a thing of beauty right there for Rupp after the last few innings have seemed like have taken what seemed like about 12 hours.
Kyle Hess will come to bat. Nobody on, 1 man out. Gatemen leading by 2. First pitch sits outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Kyle Hess came in for Brendan Rivoli, who went 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. Pitch low and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Rupp in a groove, working quickly. Fires one downstairs, 3 balls and no strikes to Hess. A Pennsylvania native. His first cousin, Chris, played 8 Major League Baseball seasons with the Reds, the Dodgers, and the Nationals. Chris Heisey, the 3-0. Outside ball 4, a 4-pitch walk with 1 away to put the tying run in the batter's box. Kyle Hess standing at first. Cody Morissette represents the tying run. A single, a walk, a sac fly, and a flyout. An effective night for Cody Morissette. And a chance for a huge at-bat. Throw back to first. That's not taking much of a lead. Morissette batted .320 this year at Boston College as a freshman. 4 homers, 41 RBIs. Middle infield playing back, 2 away. Another throwback to first. One out, Gatemen by 2. Still awaiting the first pitch to Morissette. The pitch. On the outside corner, 0-1. A double play ends it. Rupp hoping for a ground ball. Middle infield playing back. The third baseman Stevens shaded in. The 0-1. Right down Main Street, 0-2.
Beautiful breaking ball. Didn't start right down Main Street. Started a little off the plate. Broke back over the heart of the plate. Pretty pitch.
Runner at first base, 1 man out. The 0-2 from Rupp. Slashed foul. And we'll do it again. Kyler Fedko would be next. The pitch. Up and in, ball 1.
Way up and in. Morissette backs out of the way. Limbo's out of the way.
The 1-0. Ground ball tapper foul down the first baseline. We'll do it again. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And I don't know if he meant to, but to come back with what seemed like a really slow breaking ball after brushing Morissette off the plate is so smart to come back with the breaking ball in the outer half. Morissette got lucky. He barely got a piece.
Runner at first base, still just 1 away, top of the 9th. Gatemen by 2. Foul tipped into the glove of Beaver. A strikeout against Cody Morissette. And now the Braves are down to their final out. Strikeout brought to you by Langex of Forest and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 away in the top of the 9th. The weight of the game on the shoulders of Kyler Fedko. 1 hit, 2 flyouts, and a walk tonight. Runner at first, 2 away. Gatemen leading by 2. First pitch. Breaking ball. Bends over the outside corner. 0-1. Kyler Fedko singled in the 2nd inning. Walked in the 8th. Flew out in the 4th and in the 6th. Kyle Hess walked. He's standing on first. Right on right matchup. Rupp comes set at the belt. The pitch. Skips in the dirt. And Fedko watches it 1-1. Good block by Beaver. Fedko, the right fielder, batting 8th for the Braves tonight. The native of Pittsburgh. And the rising sophomore at UConn. The 1-1. Tapped foul behind home plate. And now the Braves are down to their final strike. As the fireworks behind us grow even louder. Hess off of first base, 2 away, 2 strikes to Kyler Fedko. Top of the 9th inning, Rupp trying to close it out. The 1-2. Breaking ball, tapper, left side of the infield. McLean charges in, sets, fires to first. Throw offline, picked up by Teeter, and that'll do it. On a night before Independence Day. In a game that started with fireworks, ends with a sparkling defensive play from Matt McLean. Gatemen pull out a 7-5 victory at home. Gatemen get off the schneid, end a 2-game losing skid, and fight their way near first place in the Western Division. Still battling it out with Katuitt. But with an off day tomorrow, Gatemen in a good position coming off a victory.
Very much so, and a much-needed off day tomorrow for Wareham. Wareham and Bourne, the only 2 teams off. So enjoy the off day, enjoy 4th of July, and Wareham will be back here July 5th, right after Independence Day, and see if they can start a little bit of a winning streak.
7-5 your final score. Gatemen taking down the Bourne Braves. We'll step aside. We'll come right back with the Gatemen Postgame Show on GBN. Don't go anywhere.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more. The 2019 Cape League All-Star Game will be played at Eldridge Park, home of the Orleans Firebirds. Mark the date on your calendar, Sunday, July 21st. Game time is 6 p.m., but the gates open at 2. One highlight will be the home run hitting contest. There will also be an autograph session and a large merchandise village with items from many of the teams. Be sure to buy your tickets now right here at the merchandise stand. Tickets are just $5, and part of the proceeds will support our Wareham Gatemen.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
7-5 the final score from Spillane Field. The Wareham Gatemen taking down the Bourne Braves in a divisional battle. Gatemen were coming off 2 straight losses as we welcome you back inside the broadcast booth, the John Wild broadcast booth. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi breaking this victory down, this home win. The last time you saw us, we were eating fried chicken, so I apologize for that again. But thank you again to Big Daddy. You can check him out on Facebook. Big Daddy's Fried Chicken, unbelievable, 10 out of 10. Do your research. Gabe, let's talk about this win. Gatemen pull out a 2-run victory, but the final score doesn't really tell the story of the game. They were leading by as many as 6.
Yeah, not at all. 7-1 was the score after 2 innings. 7 runs, 6 hits through 2 innings tonight for Wareham. It looked like the Gatemen were going to walk away victorious pretty easily tonight, and the Braves just slowly chipped away. 1 run in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th, and on one hand, the bullpen tonight for Wareham was not good. It was one of the worst performances we've seen all season from Wareham. But a slight positive from that is everybody got the key out when they needed to. Every time Bourne looked like they had a chance to tie it or take the lead, Wareham got an out or 2 to get out of the inning. So the damage was held in check in that 6th, 7th, 8th. It could have easily been much worse. Bourne could have came back tied or taken the lead tonight, and it never happened. So credit to the Gatemen pitching staff for getting the outs that they needed to.
But Bourne certainly wasn't without their opportunities on the offensive side. They had plenty of them in the 6th, the 7th, the 8th innings because the bullpen really struggled tonight for Wareham.
It did. 5 runs, 9 hits, 13 left on base tonight for Bourne. Plenty of chances, and they could just never capitalize. You flip it on the other side of it, the Gatemen 7 runs, 11 hits. It's not like they didn't get a hit the rest of the game. They had 5 hits in the last 7 innings, which is not a lot at all. The bats kind of went quiet, but the Gatemen had an opportunity or 2 throughout the rest of that game. They couldn't take advantage. They left 7 on base.
6 different pitchers used tonight for the Gatemen. Let's flip the script and talk about the offensive side. It was a lopsided performance on offense for Wareham. They scored 7 runs between the first 2 innings, were held silent the rest of the game, those 7 runs proving to be enough in this victory. Let's talk about that first inning. 5 runs across made the difference.
5 runs, 3 hits, a solo home run from Rudick, a 3-run moonshot from Cam Guangarena really broke this game open, made it 5-0. 2 runs in the second inning on 3 hits. Again, the 2 home runs in the first inning were you mentioned it. It's the eve of 4th of July. Fireworks to start this game. It was 5-0 early, and these Gatemen fans were happy.
It's not the 3rd of July for too much longer because this was a long, long game. The longest of the season for the Wareham Gatemen. Just about an hour, just a little bit, or 3 hours, just a little bit over 3 hours.
I was going to say an hour.
An hour. They all just kind of blend together at this point. I think it was the fried chicken. 5 different players for the Gatemen tonight tallied multiple hits, including players who probably needed to, like Matt Rudick and Cam Guangarena, among others.
100%. Rudick, we've talked about it time and time again, a 205 hitter coming into tonight. He had a multi-hit day with a 2-for-5 day. Darren Baker, his 3rd straight 2-hit game. He's found his way out of a slump. Jacob Teeter, well, he had the RBI double in the first. Didn't get a multi-hit day, but he had the RBI double. Dallas Beaver, 2 hits and an RBI. Just to keep going 1 through 9 here. Cam Guangarena, 2-for-4 with a big 3-run home run. And then the bottom of the order, Toru Otsuka, again, quietly. Otsuka plays every 3rd night-ish for these Gatemen, and he is now 10 for 30. He walked tonight, or excuse me, he did not walk tonight. Ward came in. No, he did walk tonight, and then Ward came in and stole a base, as I have trouble reading my own handwriting. But 2 for 3 with a walk tonight for Otsuka. He's now 10 for 30, a .333 hitter, along with the 3 walks. His on-base percentage way up above 400.
So a lot of players on the offensive side for Wareham to choose from for the player of the game. We'll have that for you on the other side as Van Patten will stand by and interview our player of the game. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. More.
The 99 Restaurant is
on GBN coming up.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout. The 99, always the real deal.
Once again, your final score, 7-5, the Gatemen taking down the Bourne Braves at Spillane Field the night before an off day. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi on the Gatemen Postgame Show. Let's send it down to Addison Van Patten, standing by with the player of the game, Cam Guangarena.
Thanks, guys. Addison Van Patten here with catcher Cam Guangarena. Now, home run today. Did you feel any different going into today's game?
Yes, it started from the beginning. BP felt really good for me. Had a good time. I was getting my swing back to normal again, and just confidence is building back up again, so everything was starting to come back together.
Did Rudick's leadoff home run or Teeter's RBI double have anything to do with the momentum that led to that?
Oh, 100%. They got it going, and I just tried to do my part to get the next guy up.
Now, you were in a slump. We've talked about it before. We've talked about it honestly too much. But how do you like going from being in a slump to being in the DH position and proving your worth?
Oh, it's a great feeling because, being in a slump is not the best, but when you finally break out of it and get those hits, the ball gets rolling again.
Now, we talked about it earlier, your family watching at home. What does it mean to have these nice days and nice days at the bat and knowing your family's at home watching it?
Oh, it's awesome. It means a lot because, I'm just trying to make them happy all the way out here. So just knowing that I'm doing good, knowing that my parents are watching and my brothers and everything, it's a really good feeling.
And we fell to Bourne last time, got them back this time. How does it feel to get that win at home?
Oh, good. Feels really good, we took that loss a couple of nights ago, but we redeemed ourselves and we showed up today.
Back in the win column tomorrow, off day, 4th of July, back on Friday. What do you think we're going to do in preparation for that game?
We have 4th of July tomorrow. Everyone just has to be smart, do their thing, have a little fun, watch the fireworks, and get back into baseball mode for the coming up day.
Thank you very much for speaking with me, and back to you guys.
All right, thanks so much, Addison. Talking to Cam Guangarena, who batted 6th tonight for the Gatemen, and he had himself, a pretty nice offensive performance. He went 2 for 4, including his first home run of the season. It was a 3-run homer, proved to be the difference. That one came in the first inning. Cam Guangarena, our player of the game.
Yeah, he was in that slump a little bit, 0 for 13 over a 4-game stretch, and has really snapped out of it. 2 hits the other night against these Bourne Braves, 2 hits tonight against Bourne at home, and hopefully he comes back strong after the off day because Wareham could sure use his bat, which has been hot the past couple of games.
And Wareham could sure use an off day as well. It's been a while. They've had a couple of rainouts, but those don't really count as off days. We don't really get notified until about an hour, if that, before each game. So this one's a scheduled off day, and it's the 4th of July, so I'm sure everyone's going to celebrate accordingly. Then back in action on the 5th, on Friday, back at home against Orleans. That game at 6:45. Gabe, parting thoughts?
Orleans is a good team.
They are.
Best pitching staff in the league right now. Bourne's the second best pitching staff. So if you can put up 7 runs on Orleans, you got a pretty good shot to win a ball game. Hopefully, the Gatemen can string together a couple of wins.
The Gatemen back in the win column, snapping a 2-game losing skid. They are 10, 8, and 1, fighting for first place in the Western Division with the victory, and the Braves fall to 6 and 11 with the loss.
One last thought.
Sure.
Falmouth beat Katuitt, so Wareham back in first place in the Western Division.
How about that? Not a bad way to spend your 4th of July, declaring independence in the Western Division. How about that? All right, let's send some thank yous. Ryan LeMay, Addison Van Patten, Javik Blake, all trying some chicken, and of course, my broadcast partner, Gabe Genovesi. Gabe, happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
I'm Jonah Karp saying so long. Thanks for watching.